You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the Personal Injury Lawyers. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here from Jack Aspley Oval. My name's Kane Browning. Joining me today is the great man, Jack Barry. But just quickly, Jack, just going through the TPIL Lawyers QAFL Premiership Season 2025, round 17, with Morningside hosting the Aspley Hornets. And Jack, this should be an absolute belter.
Beautiful conditions, Kane. Great to have you back on board. Looking forward to calling this game with you. Beautiful conditions. A little bit of wind around, but two of the heavyweights of QAFL footy, no question about it. Mouth-watering midfields. Hodge from Morningside's back. The skipper's been back. He's been out there. We've got Rolls, Hobley, who's been racking up plenty of possessions this year. Horn, obviously, the one who won the medal, the Joe Graham medal last year. He's in and around. And, of course, Wolber's a great ruckman, Aspley, and Banksmith, Templeton, Stackelberg, Harker. Cohen Harker had a great state game. So, looks really good. And, of course, we've got the two great full forwards. Stackelberg has kicked 70-odd goals already. Looking forward to seeing him in action. And, of course, at the other end is Downey, who's also a really good full forward for Morningside. So, yeah, it should be a great day.
No, it should be absolutely brilliant. Stackelberg's kicked 70 goals for the year. Obviously, he's had a tremendous season once again. Ryan Banks-Smith is absolutely brilliant in that midfield group. But you got Jack Rolls, and Tristan Hobley is the one I'm going to keep an eye on, number 17 for Morningside. He's had an absolutely brilliant year so far. As there's the siren, we're just about ready to go here from Jack Esplin Oval. It is Morningside versus Aspley. And as usual, we get a nice little bring back. We're going to do that one. Take two.
Joel Lay picking up Hobley, so looking forward to that matchup.
We'll go through the umpires when we get a chance, thanks to Brandon's Windows and Doors as well, as Wolber's got that tap out. Morningside looked to clear from half back. They do so now. Kick towards true centre forward. Castle's around the mark. Waters as well. Oh, great collision between those two. Crowley got the little chip kick out and a good contested mark. Coming back with a fly ball is Watson. Watson gets on the left foot. Up and under kick. Who's there for the Panthers? No one in particular. Cameron Reeves is down there. Play on, says the umpire. No one can really get a clear possession here. Good tackle by the Hornets on that occasion. They've got to be good here. Aston on the left. Kicks towards the wing. Ludwig trying to cut that one off. Gets over the back. Here's a chance for the Hornets, but good intercept. Tried the don't argue. Play on. Castle again for the Panthers. Little kick inside 50. Stackelberg playing in front. Drops a mark he probably should have taken. Got on the right foot. Great vision. Found a teammate.
That's Dawson. Dawson's pushed down forward. Taking a mark. He's about 35, 40 metres out on an angle. Good work there by the Hornets. They work back from defence all the way through the midfield and a good chance to kick their first for the afternoon.
Geez, the intercept king all of a sudden finds himself forward. That's a bit of a surprise. Haven't really seen him too much in front of goal as a goal kicker. He's generally up the other end. Can he get the first one for the Hornets? On the right. Looks like he's pushed that to the right, so that's going to be minor score. First score of the day. And Aspley hold a 1 point lead. Just played under 2 minutes in this first quarter. Just waiting for the ball to come back in. Little chip kick's really dangerous. Great cut off there again by the Hornets. Is that Crowley?
Well,
cut that one off?
Yeah, that was Nelson who kicked the
No, it's Cody Stackelberg.
Yeah, well, the Stackelbergs know where the goals are. That was Nelson who probably took off a little bit more than he could handle there, kicking it out there. Had to kick to a 1-on-3. Had to be precise. Unfortunately, wasn't quite. Stackelberg has a shot on goal.
Stackelberg. Another opportunity here, Aspley. It's almost a 7-point play. Can he put the ball through the middle? Oh, look at that for a kick. That's absolutely brilliant. First goal of the day going to the Hornets. First one of the day for Cody Stackelberg. 7-point play. Pretty good start by the Hornets on that occasion, Jack.
Yeah, good start by the Hornets. They'll be up for today. It's a big game for them to try and lock in the top 4 spot. And off to a really, really good start. So it'll be good to see, is Dawson lined up forward today?
Not quite sure, but he's taken 51 intercept marks for the season. Playing his usual sort of roving backman. But it looks like he might be starting forward of the footy today, Jack.
Yeah, Banksmith's also gone down deep there as well. So
Grogan medal winner from a couple of years back.
Coach Pilgrim throwing things around.
Wolbers back in the middle versus Hodge. That's a crazy battle between those two this afternoon. Good tackle late in the middle. No, it's not, says the umpire. Free kick going to the Hornets. It's going to Harker. No, it's going to Batchelor, actually, the captain. Representative player for Queensland again this season. Launches the ball back inside, attacking 50. Good juggling attempt at a mark. Great body work there by the Aspley player on that occasion. Morningside desperate to get out of defence. Shaquille McLeod. Good kick. Hits a target. That's okay. Going down the line. Looks like Downey. Downey's probably going to go long. Yes, he does. Oh, man, all on his own. That's Batoli Simmons. Batoli Simmons, a little bit of a worm burner. Comes off the shins of a teammate. Batchelor playing down back. Here's a chance. And that was Patrick Doherty. Got smothered. Handball. Oh, Keegan Downey ends up with it. Kicks a great goal.
Yeah, great forward pressure there by Morningside. Beautiful ball use inside forward 50. The defence was under pressure. Downey didn't need much time and space to be able to kick his first of the afternoon.
Geez, lost track of the ball there. I was still looking at what was going on at half forward. Ball just ended up Keegan Downey's lap there. In the right forward pocket. Go on the right foot. Snap for goal. So they hit straight back, the Panthers. 1 point the margin. Morningside 1 straight kick 6. Aspley 1-1-7. Tick over 5 minutes opening quarter. Yeah, it's really interesting. You got Leahy down forward as well. Like you said, Jack Banks-Smith. Dodgers down there as well. So it's an interesting setup by the Hornets. Leahy's in the middle of the ground at the moment with Templeton, Walbers and Harker. Got hacked the ball, leg, slamming tackle there. Play on, said the umpire. Aspley first back on it through Templeton. Ball's going to get locked up there.
Strong work there by Hobley. Strong tackle, then back butters up straight away to play another tackle.
Hayden was at the bottom of the pack on that occasion. Walbers and Hodge battle it out again. Morningside had the spare behind the footy. Oh, great contest. Oh, surprise, surprise. Liam Dawson. How many marks he's going to take today? Kicks it out wide to Henderson. That little chip here. Oh, great bravery there. Play on, says the umpire. Castle gets on the right foot. Little chip kick back to the hot spot. Couldn't find a teammate. Tommy Horn's there. Tried to break the tackle. Play on again, says the umpire. Ball's going to get locked up about 35 out for the Panthers' goal.
Looked like a clash of heads in the middle of the ground. Dad's for the Panthers is down. The trainers are having a look at him now. The Aspley player has moved on, but I think it was a clash of heads.
Keep an eye on that. Walbers trying to win the tap-out play in the front row. Morningside desperate, trying to get their second on the board. Crowley with a good tackle. Dawson. Here we go. Banks-Smith. Former Grogan medal winner versus Lovick. That's a nice little battle between those two. That kick is absolutely brilliant. Stackelberg on the lead.
Yeah, great work there by Banks-Smith. Had time and space. Lovick was right on his hammer, but he's able to give himself a bit of time and space and then deliver a nice kick inside forward 50. And, of course, he's a hard man to stop on the lead. He's Stackelberg.
Geez, looks like Dad's has got a bit of a concussion issue, so keep a close eye on him as he wanders off the ground. Little chip kick's okay.
Found his brother.
Cody, so he could kick his second. Kicks truly. Beautiful day for footy, ladies and gents. If you're looking on the screen, barely a cloud in the sky. We've had plenty of rain in season 2025. It's good to have a sunny day. A little bit of a breeze around. But this is Cody Stackelberg, line up for goal number 2. Comes in now. Launches. Might have just pushed it to the right. No, he snuck it in. So Aspley kicked 2 of the first 3 goals. They moved to 2-1-13. Morningside 1 straight kick 6.
Well, Stackelberg's dominating the forward line, but it's Cody who's kicked the 2 goals. The boy who's come back from Port Melbourne a few years ago and really playing a great role here at the Hornets.
Well, plenty of 2-time QAFL premiership winners in this Aspley lineup still. They've lost a number of players over the last couple of seasons. But generally, they've still got plenty of premiership talent, that's for sure. Morningside obviously winning the title last year. Just a juicy lineup all over the park, Jack.
Yeah, lots of good matchups. See, Batchelor's gone into the middle now. He's on Bertoli Simmons.
Walbers and Hodge. Hodge won the tap out on that occasion. Templeton locked up. Plenty of push and shove between, looks like Castle and Saunders.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that little matchup. As again, ball gets locked up right in the middle of the ground.
Saunders from Wangaratta.
Walbers tried to get the tap out. Oh, here he goes. Bursting through the pack, kicks to the pocket. That's a great kick.
Well, his all class is rolls. Beautifully, great clearance there. He drove his legs out of the stoppage and then was able to really set himself and find a nice kick to the talented Shaq McLeod on the lead.
Well, he's number 2 for the Panthers, 319 disposals for the year, Jack Rolls, coming from Redland Victoria Point. Shaquille McLeod. Can he launch this from 45? Might be pushing across the face, just gets pushed through, minus score. So, Morningside. Moved to 117 to 2-1-13. 6 points the margin. 10 minutes into the first quarter. Kick launched out from fullback. That's not bad for a kick out from fullback. It's pumped over the line.
Yeah, lovely kick by Ryan Fox. Clears the area, and then it's out already on the half-back line.
So, still both teams feeling each other out at this stage. Not massive score on the scoreboard just yet. Walbers again, double-handed tap out. Straight to a teammate. Oh, here we go now. That's James Webb. Webb kicks to half forward. Oh, great smother there by the Morningside player on that occasion. And they're off and running. Kick towards half forward. Can he find a teammate? Cameron Reeves tries to keep it in. Can't.
Yeah, was really a couple of big, significant taps there. Banks Smith had the ascendancy, but a good smother and turnover. Lovely clears the ball out of defence. And it's back to where we started before from the kick-in.
Well, it's interesting too. Pendlebury was named as an emergency, so it's interesting that he's not in this Morningside lineup.
No, he played in the earlier game.
Oh, there we go. Free kick found. No. It's coming back to Walbers.
The champion ruckman. He averages 16 possessions a game, Walbers, so he doesn't mind kicking the footy. He can win his own ball.
Well, he's about 20 hit-outs behind the leader, Craig Malone from Redland Victoria Point. For season 2025, he's the league leader at the moment. Here we go again. Good rebound footy coming from Morningside. Kicks to half forward. Got to bring the ball to the ground. Liam Dawson sort of got held off the line. That was actually Arnold. Good tackle laid. Another stoppage.
Yeah, good call, Kane. Brought the ball to ground as required, but then they were able to lock the ball in, get reinforcements back.
Walbers and Waters. That kick's been launched to full forward. Shaquille McLeod trying to get to the front. Liam Dawson with the mark. Now, is it a free kick? Yes, it is. Free kick to McLeod. So there was I think there was plenty of holding from both players on in that marking contest. Liam Dawson just drifting across the pack as he usually does. Third man up.
There's a great clearance in defence from Tylan Wassam.
Shaquille McLeod on the right. Snaps. Pushed it way too far to the right. So another minor score to the Panthers. 1-2-8, trailing Aspley 2-1-13. So it looks like Fox again. Fox into the pocket to Saunders. Set up pretty well, man on man here in front of the broadcast area. Stackelberg gets to the front, broad to ground. Leahy tried to row, little handball over the top, looking for Webb. Oh, good tackle again. Lay gets absolutely pushed over the line. Banks Smith lays a pretty solid bump on Lovick. Ball gets intercepted again. Here we go, Banks Smith, look out. Great effort by both players. Umpires found a free kick here. Now, free kicks.
Yeah, Bertolli Sims will get the footy on the half back here, Kane.
Not quite sure what that was for, but anyway.
Banks Smith attacking the ball super hard.
As per usual. Former Southport listed player. Great contest there. Dawson on Tommy Horn. That's an interesting little matchup.
Horn may play a little bit more up forward with the loss of Cockatoo this season, so he may play a bit more up forward. We'll have to watch that.
It's a massive loss for the Panthers. Cockatoo was absolutely brilliant last year. Hodge got the tap out on that occasion, punch to the front. Speaking of which, Tommy Horn, bottom of the pack, gets the hairball out, looking for Batoli Simmons. Hodge lays a tackle on Holson, locks it up again.
Housen doing their ruck work.
Housen got the tap out on that occasion against the bigger body Hodge. Follows up pretty well as well, lays a solid tackle, ends up with a footy himself. Good effort from Holson. Here's a little bit of a foot race going between Hill and Watson. Watson ends up with it. Still chapping around. Got to take the footy, boys. Keep it in front. Good tackle laid. Locks the ball up. About 30 out from the Aspley goal.
Yeah, good forward pressure there by the Hornets.
They've come to play this afternoon, have they, Aspley Hornets? Hodge got the tap out on that occasion. Ball dribbling around. Loving again. They're using the handball pretty well across half back. The Panthers. Waters gets up high. Couldn't clunk the mark. Ends up with the Aspley player though. Good tackle laid. They're going to outnumber if they use it well. Kick to the pocket. Who's there for Aspley? Stackelberg. Didn't get to the drop of the ball. Nelson. No love lost between those two.
The Sacker boys are into young Nelson, who's been a great player for Morningside. Up around the 60-70 game mark now. Premiership player.
He was brilliant on grand final day last year.
Yeah, really come on with his footy. He's been a good player.
Hodge ends up with an Aspley player though on that occasion. Steps, weaves, dodges, gets on the left foot. That's a goal!
Yeah, great time and space. Didn't panic, stepped a few players, and then was able to get onto his left foot and snap a good goal. So, well done to James Webb, kicking his first for the afternoon.
He's had a bit of the ball in this first quarter, Jack. He's handling it pretty well.
Yeah,
Bob's up with a goal as well.
Yeah, he didn't panic under pressure, did he? Just stepped inside.
It's good when you can get back on your natural left and drill it home. There's just no of a breeze that you think it might trouble, kicking for goal, but both sides have done pretty well in this opening quarter. Aspley 3-1-19, Morningside 1-2-8.
Well, they've been able to kick their goals, have the Hornets, whereas Morningside had a couple of shots on goal, probably potentially gettable goals, and unfortunately missed. And it sees 3 goals, 19 plays 8.
Well, Downey with the only goal for the home side. Lee attacks the footy hard, gets held without it. No, ball's going to be coming back. Pardon me. One of the much improved players across the competition, former Mount Cravat player. Was captain of that side a couple of years ago. Aspley pushing out a little bit wider on that far side wing. Interesting to see where they're going to go. Stackelberg makes a short lead. Decides to bypass him. Look at the numbers around this ball, and pretty easy intercept in the end was Luca Winton, cross half back. Winton, oh geez, look at that for a kick. 60 metres, ladies and gents, well done. But they've got the extra number here through Patrick Doherty. Kicks it straight to an opponent, unfortunately. Here's a chance for the Panthers. Shocking handball, couldn't find a teammate on that occasion. Aspley got away with that one. Harker could have been held. Play on, says the umpire. Where are they going here? The Panthers across half back. That ball got half smothered. They're just mucking around with a little bit, the Panthers at the moment. Haven't got a lot of room to move. Rolls got the handball out, kicked down the ground. Waters was there, bypassed him. Oh, Shaquille McLeod, good intercept. Ducks, weaves, dodges, don't argue. Play on, says the umpire, lays the tackle as well. Players dive on it. Umpire says, give it to me.
So plenty of pressure around the ball carrier, isn't it? They're coming from left, right and centre. Both teams adding that pressure on, not getting any outside ball without having to earn it.
Waters playing in front, trying the behind-the-head tap out. Wasn't great on that occasion. Good snap on that occasion was Griffiths, and that ball bounces out of bounds. So they've had the ball down this end a number of times, Morningside. Like you said a bit earlier, Jack, they haven't quite nailed their opportunities in front of goal as yet.
They're getting enough looks at it, so they've just got to keep persevering.
3 scoring shots to 4. 11 points the margin. Tick under 20 minutes played. Waters, bit of a shove, play on. Batchelor, good handling skills, just hacks the ball out of there. They've got the spare behind the footy. Ryan Cole, little chip kick, looking for Rolls, missed him completely. Liam Dawson, here we go. Decided to take a bounce, it's actually Harker. Not a bad kick, Nelson comes off his man. Great play, Nelson, well done. And Batoli Simmons, no. Bypassed him, found a teammate. They're going to overlap if they're good enough here. Rolls. Chips the ball to half forward. That's a good kick. They're moving the ball quickly back to the corridor. 3-on-1. Looking for Tommy Horn. Got intercepted by Aspley. Harker, a true centre-half back. Chip kick out wide. Batchelor. Arnold screaming for it inboard. Comes back to Dawson. They've matched up pretty well here, Morningside. Now Arnold ends up with it. Little chip kick. Play on, says the umpire. Henderson didn't go far enough. Instantly gets crunched. Shaquille McLeod puts his body on the line. Batchelor was good on that occasion, blocked his run. And Aspley away or on that far side wing. Ball movement's pretty good. Ends up with Harker. He's gone off the chain a little bit. Try the don't argue. Gets on the right foot. Kicks to the pocket. Who's there for Aspley? Oh, great mark. Stackelberg. Was it down there?
No.
No.
No, good mark in front. He was strong. It was a good mark taken by
Hill.
Razor Ray Hill.
Well.
He's a good player, Hill. He always bobs up, doesn't he? The former bloke from Hinterland, of course, from Tassie. And he's been playing the games that we've watched him during the last couple of years. He's always bobs up. Good contributor.
No, you're definitely right there, Jack. He's brilliant 2-on-1 effort. He had no chance to really impact that contest. Good, leans back. It's home. So, they've kicked 4 of the first 5 goals here, Jack. And Morningside playing a bit of catch-up.
Well, you can see the importance of kicking efficiency today, can't you, Kane? You know, you've seen, the class of Rolls when he gets the footy. He really does hit his targets. A couple of other times, some of the other players have probably just rushed their kicks, turn over in the middle of the ground. You know, maybe they're trying to play attacking footy, which is good, but you're going to pay a price if you don't quite hit your targets. And they've been able to rebound really, really strong. Have Aspley. And we've seen the 4 goals, 2 to Cody Stackelberg, 1 to James Webber, now 1 to Ray Hill. So we spoke earlier off camera about the amount of goals that Connor Stackelberg kicks. They're sharing around. He hasn't kicked a goal just yet, so they're sharing around. So Coach Pilgrim will be happy with the start.
So back in the middle here, Hodge versus Holson. Hodge got the tap out. Harker, he's had plenty of the ball in this first quarter. Play on, Holson, little kick off the ground. So they're getting numbers around the contest here, Aspley, at the moment. Good tackle laid. He'll lock that ball up. Another stoppage. Boundary umpires, thanks to Brandon's Windows and Doors. Field umpires, Hayden Taylor, Kyan Everson, Max David. Boundary umpires, Boston Midgley and Chris Chinchitty. And goal umpires, Jonah Grant and Nat Wooding. So good luck to the people in green this afternoon as Morningside. Plenty of room to move in the forward 50. Waters could be first back onto it here. Dawson overruns it. Tommy Horn ends up with it. Left foot snap. It's home.
Well, we spoke about Tommy Horn, particularly going forward just a bit before, didn't we? Saying he could be that player that might need to go forward and play that role for Cockatoo. He's kicked a lovely goal there on his left. And good work for, I think it was Waters there, kept his feet. The ball hit the ground. The Aspley player goes to ground. He keeps his feet, keeps it in the contest, and was able to tap that ball forward. So good work by the Panther. The answer straight back.
Well, it's the first time, really, I've seen Liam Dawson probably overrun the footy in about 4 years, I reckon. That was an absolute shock on that occasion. He just completely mistimed picking the ball up. Ended up with Horn in a great left foot snap. So they've hit back. They've closed the margin back to that 11 points. 24 minutes played, opening quarter.
Ball was back into the ruck. after a stint down forward.
Got Hodge still in there. So one player, it's interesting, he's had not much footy at all, is Hobley. So they've blanketed him pretty well in this first quarter. Ends up with Templeton. Templeton gets on the left, kicks to the hot spot. Diving attempt at a spoil there. They've got the numbers here, Morningside, but the leg speed's good. Good pressure there by the Hornets. Holson again. I'm liking Holson at the moment. His second, third, fourth efforts have been brilliant in this first quarter.
Nelson was strong over the ball then also. Kept the ball alive.
He's more than happy to run off his man, Nelson, if he can impact the contest. Just got to be a little bit careful he doesn't impact the contest too much and leave his man all on his own behind the ball. Walbers, great effort by the big man. Right foot taunt. Goes out on the full. So, interesting one there. Just having a look at this. He's the clearance king for Aspley this year. Surprise, surprise, is the big man, Will Walbers. 93. Almost broken triple figures. That ball looks like it might have even disappeared for the moment. So, let's grab the spare one and play on.
Harker's been good for Hornets.
Morningside. Another 70-metre kick. Jeez. Kicking from fullback from both sides have been pretty decent this afternoon. Let's play on. Little kick, not quite sure. Looking for Shaquille McLeod. Couldn't take the mark. Aspley ends up with it once again. Kick straight back to where it came. Don't let the ball get out the back. Half-forward contest. Great effort by both players. Gets forced over the boundary line. Boundary throw-in.
Yeah. Luca Winton being defensive pressure there to see that ball go over the line. He pushes back to pick up Howson. Playing as a tall defender today.
He's playing just about ever at the moment, Howson. He's that pinch-hitting ruckman when Walwards needs a rest. That's a pretty interesting kick across half-forward. Bank Smith, the no-look handball, ends up getting it back on himself. That's got to be a free kick umpire. Play on. Players dive on it. Stoppage as Bank Smith
getting up
slow to get up.
Yeah.
I think he got a little clip. Nothing untoward, but hit the contest, as usual, pretty hard.
He's all right. He's up and about.
He's back on his feet. Here's an opportunity for the Hornets. Got to get the ball on boot. Walbers with a smother. A little hack kick off the ground. Play on. Cohen Harker lays the tackle. So, even numbers in the Hornets forward line. Walbers just hacks the ball out of there. Deep inside, attacking 50. Step, weave, dodge. Just sneaks it in. Yes, he does.
Yeah, Joshy Chapman.
Well done, Joshy Chapman.
Again, just steps inside, doesn't he? Just gets around his opponent and gets a quick shot on goal. And another really good effective tap by Will Walbers. He's got a bit of purchase on some of those tap-outs today, where they've actually gained some metres.
Well, that's a couple of goals now from sort of forward line stoppage. And big fella Walbers. And just smart footy. I mean, again, open up a bit of space. That unrewarded stuff that we love to see in footy. Just because you don't get the ball yourself, clear some space, open some room up, and Chapman on that occasion, good finish. 5-1-31. They've increased the lead. Morningside 2-2-14. Just over 28 minutes played. Hodge and Wall was back in the ruck. Harker, as usual, trying to clear the ball. First back onto it is Hodge. Got tackled. Just give it to me. Again, keep an eye on there's a player behind the ball. It might be Waters there, slow to get up. Ball's going to almost end up right on him. There's Downey. Gets on the left. That ball's smothered, hacked off the ground. Straight to a Morningside player. Kick to a 2-on-2. Shaquille McLeod.
He's been lively up there as McLeod. There's a nice clearing kick away by the Panthers out of the pack. And it's a nice map. As I said, he's been busy. This will be his third shot on goal this quarter.
Crawley matching up on him. It's an interesting matchup. McLeod's got a little bit of a height advantage on him as Waters limps off the ground. Hopefully he's okay. Shaquille McLeod on the right. Geez, that ball's getting held up by the breeze. Just missed to the left-hand side. So another minor score. They moved to 2-4. To 5-1, 31. Well, it might be, 2-3, 15. Here we go. Aspley. That ball must have been touched off the boot. So, stoppage there. Yep, 2-3, 15, 16-point leaders, Aspley. 30 minutes played. So we're definitely in the time on the first quarter. Dawson playing from behind. Impacted a teammate who could have taken the mark. McLeod again with the tackle. And that's all you want to see from McLeod, isn't it, Jack? Just impact the contest. You don't have to take a mark every time.
Well, he moves really well, and he's quite exciting. He could have had 3 goals to his name in his first term, so he's a handful down there.
You're right there. Walber's got his own clearance. Kick was smothered, rolls over the boundary line. Pretty much right on the 50-metre arc on that side. Looks like Patrick Doherty's matching up on McLeod now. So keep an eye on that, Jack, as this ball might end up right on top of their heads. No, Harker again trying to hack the ball out. Got it on the right foot. Play on, says the umpire. Ball still rolling around. Here we go. Batchelor, the captain, gets on the right. Look at that for a kick.
A bit of a kick by the former state captain.
Stackelberg, little chip kick inside, looking for his brother again, Cody. Couldn't get it on that occasion. Handball's out. They're using the handball through the corridor. Where do they go from here? Batoli Simmons got the handball off. Kick towards half forward. Cameron Reeves couldn't get to the front spot. And good contested mark in the end.
Yeah,
looks like Liam Dawson.
Yeah, he reads the ball so well.
Dawson, not the best to kick. Hodge probably dropped a mark he should have taken. That ball got intercepted by the Hornets. They got a 2-on-1 here. Couldn't keep the ball in.
The Hornets are good at running forward. If they're encouraging their ball winners to win the footy and get it over the top, and they've got players in abundance if they can win it.
As soon as they win possession, they're just taking off, aren't they?
That's right.
Ball's about to get thrown back in here. Walbers and Hodge again. Walbers got to the front. Double-handed tap out, looking for Batchelor.
Batchelor's been busy this term.
He's been roaming back as well, trying to give his backline teammates a hand. He missed that possession on that occasion. Morningside again gets shut down.
That's Bertolli Simmons with his head over the footy.
So, again, there's not a lot of room to move between the arcs at the moment, is there, Jack? So both sides are holding up pretty well on that part of the ground. Here they come, though, the Hornets. Siren goes.
Yeah, Tarleton gets that last kick inside forward 50, but it's a good start to the Hornets. 5-1-31, leading Morningside 2-3-15, Kane.
Yeah, 32, almost 33 minutes played in that first quarter. But Aspley saw a shot out of the blocks for the first, probably 3 of the first 4 goals. Morningside hit back later in the quarter. Goal kickers just quickly, Tommy Horn, Keegan Downey for Morningside. And on the other side, we've got Cody Stackelberg's got a couple. Raymond Hill's got 1, Chapman's got 1, and James Webb's got 1. So we're going to have a quick break here. Come back for second quarter QAFL action. We'll talk to you soon.
You need a strong team.
And welcome back, ladies and gents, to round 17 TPIL Lawyers QAFL football, coming to you live from Jack Aspley Oval, Morningside versus Aspley. My name's Kane Brand, still joined up here on the comm box with the great man Jack Barry. Just quickly, Jack, what did you think of that first quarter?
Well, good start by the Hornets, no question. Kicking 5 goals in the opening turn. They'll be really happy with that. And I think Morningside, they had plenty of shots on goal, so I think Coach Egan will be thinking, well, we're getting that Morningside forward, just lower your eyes, just maintain possession, that's what's really this game.
Cohen Harkins had a really good start for the visitors this afternoon. He's had plenty of the ball in that first quarter, so it's Wolbers and Hodge back in the ruck. Hodge got the tap out, put the knee right up into Wolbers there. Hodge ends up with the 1-2. Kick to half forward. Shaquille McLeod had a pretty good first quarter. Couldn't clunk the mark. Ball still rolling around. Great attack on the footy by the Morningside player on that occasion. Batoli Simmons got the kick on the ball. Surprise, surprise. Liam Dawson intercepts on the last line. Chips out wide to Henderson. Henderson to Crawley. Crawley, sorry. Going to stuff that up a few times this afternoon. A little bit rusty. Templeton. Arnold. Steps where dodges. Castle with the half smother there. Still found a teammate out wide. Liam Dawson again launches on the right foot. Hodge back with a fly. Dropped a mark he probably should have taken. Got instantly tackled. Ball held up about 60 out from the Hornets' goal. Good tap out there by Wolbers. Harker got tackled. Oh, here's a bit of run and carry for the Panthers. McLeod again. He's been lively. He's about 65 out from goal. Not the best kick I've seen. Oh, turned the body. Crunched the opponent with his head over the ball. Keep an eye on that, Jack. He hasn't moved very much at all after that collision.
He's holding his shoulder. He might have done a shoulder here. He went down nice and low. And not looking in a maybe a shoulder dislocation or an AC joint.
Yeah, that. Oh,
so he's not in a bit of good.
That is not a good sight to see. And McLeod didn't really do it. He didn't do anything untoward. It was just two players doing the old hip and shoulder tango, and unfortunately,
just got him in a vulnerable spot.
The Aspley players come off second best.
Well, they hurt if it's a dislocated shoulder.
Sometimes they'll pop out and pop back in, but when they don't pop back in, absolutely horrendous, the pain level.
Well, we've got a doctor on side here, which is really good.
Oh.
It might be young Jess Doherty. I'm not too sure. I think it might be. So he's coming off very gingerly.
He had a pretty good start in the first quarter if it is Doherty. Patrick Doherty. Just trying to guide him off the ground here, but...
I don't think they're going to take him through the interchange. I think they're going to take him straight off, so that looks like a match-ending injury.
Just making sure... Hard to identify players when their back's turned to you.
That's all right. I'll keep an eye on him.
Keep an eye on that. Just two players with their heads over the ball. That's what we talk about QAFL footy, ladies and gents. Contest is hard and fierce.
Yeah.
Play on. Here we go again. Wolbers try to get the kick out. Ball still rolling around. No one's letting go of that footy.
Pretty sure it was Doherty.
As looks like Fox is coming on the ground. So it looks like he's playing as a bit of a spare there. Now they've got the spare up at the contest here. Kick out from Leahy. Stackelberg decides to push back. This contest is absolutely insane between these two, Banksmith and Lovick. Chips the ball back to Watson. Watson finds Nyland Rowe. Watson's going to end up with it. Takes a bounce. Gets on the left. Batoli Simmons, cross half back.
It's a beautiful kick, Watson. Watched him a few weeks ago in the wet and was fantastic, and he's delivering again today in defence.
So again, it's Nyland Rowe. Just having a bit of trouble coming out from that last line. Nelson, a little bit of room to move. He decides to go straight up the corridor to Hodge. Hodge chips the ball. This is Rolls. A little bit quieter at the back end of that first quarter. That's not the best of kicks either. Gets it intercepted across half back. Templeton, teammate out wide. Got some time to move. Not the best of kicks again. Oh, overrunning it was Lovick on that occasion. 3-on-1. Nyland Rowe did extremely well. Now they've got an opportunity. Batoli Simmons trying to get on the right foot. Play gets absolutely crunched. Try to handball it back to the Nyland Rowe. They're keeping the ball in here, the Panthers. Again, Nolo Roon move. Chips the kick towards McLeod. Couldn't take the mark. Ball gets instantly locked up. There's been plenty of players ending up on their haunches behind the ball here.
Yeah, Griffiths was able to get that kick out of that congestion. Got it forward for the Panthers.
Here we go again. Walber's got the tap out. Looks like Waters was rucking for the Panthers. Waters actually ends up with it. Little don't argue handball. Gets on the right. Check side. It's home.
That's Tommy Griffiths.
Tommy Griffiths. Well done.
He got a nice kick out of congestion before. He backed up again there, about 35, 40 metres out from goal. He gets onto his right foot and just angles the ball through. Check sides it through for a goal. Much needed goal to the Panthers.
Geez, that's a pretty decent kick from where he was to get on the right. That little check side, left to right. Held the line beautifully.
Well, he's really one of those players that's coming of age. He played in the Premiership last year. Again, his last few years had a lot of injuries leading into early on in his career, but now becoming a genuine class wingman for the Panthers and in the QAFL. What did I say? 70 odd games he's played now. I think he kicked 13. That might be his fifth goal for the season.
Yeah, Matty Waters leading goal kicker for Morningside this season so far with 27. Cameron Reeves has got 20. The league leader is Connor Stackelberg for Aspley with 70. Bit of body work. Really didn't have to do it. So that's going to be a free kick.
Just wasn't trying to work him under the ball. That player felt like he had too much hand or...
Looks like it's going to Hill. It really, it was really more like a bump off off his line. Really didn't have to do it.
Yeah, probably a little bit too overzealous.
There was at least 2-on-1, maybe even a 3-on-1 at the drop of that ball. Pardon me. So Hill
Line up for his second.
Gets a chance to hit back. Launches that ball. Look at that ball getting held up by that breeze.
We've seen a lot today, Kane. The ball just pushing off to the left of the goalpost. So they'll have to try and allow for that as Lovick brings the ball back into play.
Lovick. It's getting a little bit frosty here this afternoon. That breeze is pretty cool. If you do catch me sneezing, ladies and gents, apologies. That ball gets launched back in. Nelson with the clear. I think it was Hodge, actually. This is Rolls. Horn. Back to Rolls. Got a teammate out a little bit wider. They're going backwards, really, before they go forwards here. Horn looking for the switch. That's not a bad kick. Ends up with Greenaway. He's been very quiet since the start of the game. Kick to centre forward. Liam Dawson again. You just can't get the footy up that easy, Jack, unfortunately.
No, Dawson reads the cues really, really well. So I think Coach Egan will be wanting them to lower their eyes a little bit better and spread that ball around further instead of blazing away down there to where the numbers they had, the numbers behind the footy.
Arnold, cross half back, decides to go long right in front of us here. Players come together, can't keep it in. Boundary throw in. Yeah, he is sort of the old... I'll start between a couple of players, and whichever way the ball ends up going, that's where I end up, third man up or intercept.
He just reads it well. He organised his troops around him.
So ball gets thrown back in. Hodge and Walbers. Walbers probably got the tap. Oh, that was a pretty solid contact from Tommy Horn. on Cody Stackelberg.
No, I think it's, I think it'll be Saunders.
So it looks like Saunders is going to get the free kick, but unlucky Cody Stackelberg. I'm pretty sure the impact actually got him. Bit of a throw, Tommy Horn ends up back with it on the left, kicks to space. Shaquille McLeod to Waters, gets back on the left, ends up kicking it with the right, check side to the goal square, just missed a teammate in the goal square. That was Cameron Reeves down there. Missed opportunity for the Panthers.
Well, the Panthers are pressing. They're making mistakes, the Hornets, and they're capitalising to get that ball inside 50, but they can't put them away on the scoreboard. So good work.
McLeod's arguably the liveliest forward on the ground at the moment, isn't he?
Well, he's certainly causing them plenty of headaches. He's just not hitting the scoreboard the way that Coach Egan would like.
So, ball's about to get thrown back in. Waters and Wolbers. Try saying that a little bit louder. Waters got clipped in the contest. He's down.
Yeah,
Keep an eye on that.
Not looking again. It's a shoulder by the looks. He's not in a good way.
Oh, this could be shocking news.
Well, they've already lost Dads. I think maybe potentially to concussion.
Yeah, haven't seen Dads come back, have we, at all?
No, we've seen Doherty looks like with a shoulder injury, and now this looks like
Waters.
one of the key forwards, Waters. So,
keep an eye on that. He's decided to stay on.
Waters, he's all right.
Waters,
Yep.
sorry. Yeah, he's still holding that right shoulder. Almost more collarbone than shoulder. But
Might have been a stinger.
keep an eye on that as play continues here. Jack Aspley Oval. Hodge and Wolbers come together again.
Of course, no Kai Perslow and no Cockatoo, so
No.
their key forwards are sparse at the moment.
As play continues, dragged down, kicked on out on the fall. Jeez, and again, such an important time of the season, isn't it, Jack? You got 3 or 4 weeks left in the regular season. You're in the top 4, or close to the top 4. You want to secure at least one home final, potentially.
This is Hayden.
Hayden, and Morningside trying to defend their title, trying to go back to back. The ball got hacked out. That was okay. Got to go now, the Hornets. Front on contact or mark. I think they're going to pay the mark. Oh, hang on. Another player's come up very, very sore. So, bit of time on in this second quarter, ladies and gents. We've had a couple of little breaks in play.
Oh, it looked like an ankle.
Oh, that's not Leahy, is it?
I'll just double check. That might be.
Oh, that would be shocking news for the Hornets as well.
It might be the last man standing today, Kane.
Oh, the last thing you want is, arguably players in your sort of top 5 or 6 going down with what looks to be a pretty decent injury. He definitely doesn't want to put weight on it.
No, you're going to carry him off. It is Lay.
It is Lay. Oh.
So not coming off at a great rate of knots, so maybe something.
Players falling down like 9 pins here this afternoon, Jack.
The former state midfielder. I think he's had his injury battles this year.
Again, the former Mount Cravat captain. Yeah, you hate to see it, Jack, don't you? I mean,
you do. Well, he averages 18 possessions. He's an important player for the Hornets.
he's kicked 11 goals this season.
Jack Rolls coming off for a spell. He's going to change. And on the team will come Tristan Hobley.
Now, this is an interesting... Hobley's the one for me. He's just going to start getting his hands on the footy. I mean, the stats can be a little bit misleading at times, Jack, but he's had a pretty good season, and he's really barely touched the footy at all this afternoon.
Well, he's been under pressure, but as Lay makes his way to the boundary line, everybody's going to play on.
So a little chip kick into Cody Stackelberg. Where's he go from here, ladies and gents? Decides to go long to the pocket. Who's there for the Aspley? Juggling attempt to the mark. Good impact on the contest there. Instantly tackled, though.
Yeah, the Wasson and Hill battle is really good. Wasson just checked him nice and early. So, but Hill still managed to get his hands on the ball, but just couldn't quite take the mark.
So, Lil hat kick towards the goal square. Oh, here we go again. Oh, great roving there. Great goal.
It's Stackelberg.
That is Stackelberg. He's kicked his first. Finally, the league leader. That's goal number 71 for the year. First of the afternoon.
Yep. Clever play. Gets front and centre. And kicks his 416th goal in his career. So, he's going to go down as one of the great forwards in QAFL. Certainly doing a great job.
Back-to-back premiership winner, 2022-2023. Kicked plenty of goals in those years as well.
I think that's in QAFL footy, yeah. So, kicked a few more probably in NEFL as well.
Well, NEFL as well, yeah, you almost forget.
Played a few games for the Lions in the reserve, so, but he's certainly...
Definitely a talent, that's for sure. Generally see him in teams of the year at the end of the year in one way, shape or form. So, the margin's 17 points at the moment. It's going back and forth. Play continues. Walber's trying to get the ball out. 3-3-21 to 6-2-38. 15.5 minutes played, second quarter. Harker got knocked off the footy behind the ball. Play on. Cody Stackelberg hacks the kick towards Holson. Holson now. Kick off the ground. Thought Connor Stackelberg might have been running onto that. Decided to sit back.
We've got Hill and Wasson. One out in the square. So a quick kick out here will be interesting.
Hill's looks like he's got a bit of a height advantage too on that match up there. So
Wasson tries to take body early.
Ball gets pushed out by Hodge in that contest. Doing the arc there. Shocking bounce of the footy. Miss Waters, Miss McLeod ended up in the hands of Arnold. Kicks back to the hot spot. Ball comes to the front. Got held off. It surely was Stackelberg by Nelson. Play on.
Looks like we're going to have repeat injuries.
So they've got plenty of players that drop back. Nelson trying to play in that hole. Handball to Harker. Not the best of handballs. Nelson impacts the contest again. Handball back and board to Arnold once more. Kick to the hot spot. Who can take a mark here? No one on that occasion. Play on. Good tackle lay. That ball's going to get locked up. Tommy Horn looks like he's on the bottom of the pack there, laying the tackle.
Yeah, Panthers midfielders pushing down in defence to add that pressure when the ball hits the deck. It's good play. They had plenty of front and centre players there ready to swoop.
Hodge and Mulbers again. They end up trying to clear the ball themselves. Tommy Horn was around the mark. That handball really was to no one. Back and board to Batchelor. Trying to get the handball out. Could have been on the footy. Couple of possibilities. Horn with the handball out. Now they're off and running the Panthers. Not the best of handballs though. Missed a teammate. Ducks his head. Free kick. And the Hornets are coming back the other way. Walbers and Hodge at this contest. Good contested mark there. Chip. Batoli Simmons. Well done. Horn. Don't know what the hell that was. It definitely wasn't a handball. Play on. Templeton. Got tackled. Harker to Arnold. Arnold chips to a bit of space. It's a 3-on-1 in front of the Hornets. Stackelberg gets on the right. Little chip kick. Play on, says the umpire. Lays a solid tackle. There was Webb.
Well, great pressure by both teams. Aspley are coming. Panthers are applying the pressure to try and stop the restrict them.
Walber's playing in front. Can't keep it in.
38 plays 21. 18.5-minute mark of the second term.
I think both sides are looking forward to the half-time break, but you can't afford to let Aspley just kick another one here to increase that lead. Don't want to blow out the 4 goals. Walbers got the tap out on that occasion. Morningside just about took a player's head off. Play on. Cody Stackelberg with a tackle.
Yeah,
Looked like McNaughton was on the bottom of the pack.
Ryan Cole gets the clearance, and then under pressure, big strong tackle by Stackelberg.
Walbers and Hodge again. Horn battling away. Stackelberg gets poleaxed.
Yeah.
Free kick. Well, considering Hobley has barely touched the footy, that's really the first impact he's had, and it's not a good one as we get a bit of push and shove.
Bit of brotherly love coming in. An overzealous tackle, but they won't want to turn the footy over here, Aspley. It's a shot on goal. He's already kicked 2, Stackelberg.
Cody Variety.
And this will hurt the Panthers.
Bit of ill discipline. He's definitely frustrated, Hobley. Stackelberg leans back on the left. Again, that ball gets pushed to the left, just over the line. Geez, you get that ball anywhere near halfway up the post, that ball gets held up really, really crazy-like. As Nelson found a teammate across half back, Bartoli Simmons. He's had a fair bit of it in the second quarter. Kick up the ground, that far side wing, juggling mark. Paid to Hill. Comes back in board. Here's a bit of a dangerous play from Aspley. Horn overran it. Nyland Rose in there as well. Instantly gets claimed.
Horn having a good game.
Ball gets thrown back up. Walbers and Holson again. So it looks like
Dawson already by himself inside as a spare. Just ready to cut the next ball off. So the Panthers have got to be careful with their kicks inside forward 50. Slower their eyes.
looks like Cameron Reeves is the matchup there on Dawson. Just got to be make him a bit more accountable. Handball over the top. Aspley got a bit of room to move here. This is Bank Smith, one of the best users of the ball in Queensland footy. Takes a bounce, takes a second. On the right, rolls through and hits the base of the post.
Wow, I thought that went through.
Crowd screaming that it was behind. Did everything right there, Bank Smith, other than the goal being kicked. So Morningside got away with that one. Good contested mark out there.
This is Bennett's.
Wearing
the jumper 44 now.
Changed the number. Kick back in board. Griffiths was there. Missed the target. Aspley again. 2-on-1. Great tackle laid by Griffiths. Play on, says the umpire. Handball back in board for the Hornets. Kick to full forward. Stackelberg. Nelson with the clearing punch. Bank Smith couldn't handle that ball on that occasion. He's going to end up with it again, pretty much in the same spot he had the shot on goal. Got cleaned up, play on, handball over the top. They've got to move the ball with a little bit of poise here. Tommy Horn, that can't be 15, surely.
There's good work there by Cam McQueen. Spins it around, turns on a dime, finds his man and handballs it up, and then finds Horn.
Arnold pleading for the fact that ball didn't go 15. Good mark there by Waters.
Yeah, controlled the drop zone, Waters. Panthers need to be deliberate going inside forward 50.
Now, that's a bit of an up and under kick if I've ever seen one, and Liam Dawson's going to swallow that every day of the week.
He loves that, doesn't he, Kano? That's his bread and butter.
He had 3 weeks to work out the drop of the ball on that occasion. Cody Stackelberg now, cross half back. Bit of a worm-burning part. They've still got a bit of time to get away with that one, the Hornets. Kick out wide. Kick up the line. Good vertical leap there taken by Webb. Webb kicks it back. They're going backwards before they go forwards. They're looking for the switch. Liam Dawson on this far side. Crawley ends up with it.
They do this well, don't they, Kane? They just spread the ball around. They try and shift the defence. They don't just try and waste a kick going forward. Try and control the game. Panthers need to man up and try and stop this uncontested marking.
As soon as they get the ball forward of centre, just misses Crawley, ends up with Tommy Horn. Handball over the top. Keegan Downey, not the best of handballs. Oh, look at Rolls, just burst through the pack, looking for McLeod again, comes to the front. It was a 2-on-1. Got some room to move. through true centre half back. Cody Stackelberg ends up with it, touching the ball a couple of times. Good mark taken by Banks Smith. Banks Smith to Harker. He's covering a ton of ground this afternoon. Takes a bounce, gets on the right, and kick again to Stackelberg. About 48 out on that angle, Jack.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Rolls' beautiful play. He just moved beautifully through traffic. He only had one forward there, but they had two defenders down there, so they're just pushing numbers behind the footy. And Shaq couldn't take that mark. And then the turnover allowed a kick inside 50. Well, chain of handballs and good possession.
This will be one of the toughest spots on the ground to kick a goal, that's for sure. Stackelberg, he's one of the best in the business. Leans back. Gets plenty of airtime, right to the line. Ball road. Oh, good tackle on the last line by Morningside. Desperate there. Tried to do the somersault kick there off the ground. Minor score. Nelson gets told to play on. Ran into a bit of traffic. Handball out wide. Again. Missed Hobley on that occasion. Here come the Hornets. Kick to the goal square. Oh, good attempt at a mark. And it's a free kick.
Oh. The front on contact is called.
Yeah, Nyland Rowe.
This is Ray Hill again.
Gave away. Ray Hill. Well, he was going back with the fly of the ball right to the goal line. I think the free kick was there, Jack, to be perfectly honest. I mean, it was probably a 50-50 call in the end.
Yep.
Hill now on the left. Belly of the ball. Lucky to score it all. So maybe a little bit of karma if you think about it, if you're a Morningside supporter. Pardon me. It's Nelson will be coming out from fullback again. This is Bennett. Decides to take a bit of a stroll. Found a teammate there. Lovig on the switch is pleading for the footy to come out this side. Big fella Hodge, not the best of kicks. He's got to stretch out. Lovig right through the corridor. Here we go. Kick to centre forward. And it's Harker.
Panthers just not efficient enough with their foot skills today. They're just getting...
Harker to Banks Smith. No, you're right, Jack. Every time they try and go through the corridor, Aspley defenders know exactly where it's coming.
It's just a slight skill error, and they're just turned the footy over. So
Walbers ends up with it at centre forward about... by the time he kicks this footy, he'll be right on 50, arguably. Not sure if he's got the distance here, especially with the way the ball's been holding up in the breeze. But he might be confident here, Walbers. He's gone back, usual setup.
Well, he's played plenty of footy here at the Aspley Oval, so he'll know where the goals are.
Got the call to move it on. Slow and steady. Gets on the right. Launches to the goal line. Who's there for the Hornets? No one on that occasion.
There's a big fist from Hodge to put it through. It looks like he's hobbling a bit with his running too.
He has got a bit of a limp going. Keep an eye on that, Jack, as that kick to Tommy Horn's pretty good. Now they've got a bit of room to move, but guess who again? Dawson and Arnold. Good impact. Made an impact on the play there.
Yeah, good work by Waters to spoil there, and then Rolls was head over the footy.
They couldn't let the ball just get taken away again. It's moving. The ball's coming out of the forward line for Morningside a little bit too easy in the second quarter. Tommy Horn, juggle, Hobley, Horn, Bennett. Not quite sure where to go. Gets on the right, found a teammate in a bit of space. Waters worked his way down to half forward.
That was good work there by Bennett. He didn't panic.
Oh, Waters went to give the handball. He's being told to play on. Runs around to the left side. Gets on the right foot. That's a bit of a wobbler. Gets over the back. It's a goal! I don't think anyone touched it.
Well, there's a claim of touch there in the goal square.
I think anyone wearing an Aspley jumper is definitely claiming it a touch. I don't think anyone touched it. I think they all overran the drop of the ball.
We love a bit of theatre from the team.
It's a goal.
Broden windows and doors.
Well,
Waters kicks his first. Played a bit of footy at Kenmore and Redland Victoria Point.
Geez, that ball definitely. Geez, that definitely. That was float. That was a helicopter kick. That was floating in the air. It was going in all sorts of directions. That kick from Waters.
He's been a great player, Waters. He's been a bit of handful today.
Well, he kicked the first couple of goals in the grand final last year, as you remember, Jack.
He's been a great pickup.
He made a massive step up with the loss of Keegan Downey in the premiership decider. He was well and truly had a great game in that grand final last year.
They'll be looking for another goal close to 30 minutes.
Hodge and Walbers. It's a real 50-50 type contest. Rolls gets thrown away like the trash by Walbers. Here's Griffiths. Griffiths to the pocket. Who's there? Downey. Overran the ball. Can they keep the ball in? No, they can't.
Griffiths was the best below his knees, and 3 players fumbled. Griffiths got it in one touch, got that kick inside forward 50, and puts the pressure back on the defence of Aspley.
So essential being a one-touch player, isn't it, Jack? Yeah. Especially as a midfielder.
Just got to keep working on those basic fundamentals.
The 1% is what makes you go from a good player to a great player, that's for sure. Ball gets thrown back in. Waters again for Morningside. Walbers clears once more. Bennett's was there for Morningside, punches the ball clear. Or it might have been, I think it was actually Nyland Rowe back there. So, tick over 30 minutes. It was almost 33 minutes in the first quarter. We've had a couple of times where we've had to blow time off. A couple of pretty decent injuries. So it could be a longer quarter than normal, ladies and gents, in the second quarter. Ball gets thrown back in. Walbers and Hodge again battle it out. Batchelor, a little bit quieter in this second quarter. Who's that down there? McQueen coming off half back. Well done. Chip back into the corridor. Again, they missed the target. Arnold cut it off. Who's there? Templeton for the Hornets. Kicks to half forward. Leaves the ball behind for Stackelberg.
Again, Stackelberg, and this is why he's such a great player. He read those cues in the middle of the ground. He took off early. He knew where the ball was going to end up. And it was a great work by Templeton and a great mark by Stackelberg.
And again, trying to use that corridor, that little 45 kick back in board. They've been crucified, the Panthers, in this first half. Every time they've tried to do it, the Hornets have been reading it like a book. So Connor Stackelberg for the Hornets' 7th goal. Right into time on here, leans back. It's getting pushed to the right, slams into the woodwork, actually. So they're peppering away, the Hornets. 6-8 they've moved to 44, the 4-3-27. Panthers desperate for a little bit of a pressure release goal towards half-time. Again, the kick back into the corridor. Surprise, surprise, gets cut off. Hat kick towards half-forward, ball hitting the deck. They've got the extra number here, the Panthers. They've got to be smart, though. That kick towards the boundary line. Good contested mark there by Cole. Crawley couldn't impact the contest. Cole across half back. Not quite sure where to go. Decides to go long. Hodge underneath the drop of this ball as the siren goes. Jordan Hayden wrote that contest. So, interesting first half, ladies and gents. Aspley, the visitors, they've still got the lead, 6-8-44. Morningside, the home side, the reigning premier, 4-3-27. Just quickly go through some goal kickers, Jack.
Yeah, well, for Aspley, we have 2 to Cody Stackelberg, then 1 to Connor, 1 to James Webb, 1 to Ray Hill, and 1 to Josh Chapman. And for Morningside, we have 4 individual goal kickers: Thomas Griffiths, Tommy Horn, Keegan.
You need a strong team. At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. when it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims? Choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. Kicking goals for Queenslanders since 1983. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
Pretty good contest here at Jack Esplin Oval. A couple of injuries to some key players we'll try and get through before the start of the third quarter. But Jack, what did you think of that first half?
Yeah, well, it was really interesting, wasn't it? I mean, at both times, at different stages, both teams sort of had the ascendancy, but Morningside probably been hurt a little bit more when they've turned the footy over. But one goal 7, I think, they have a look at Aspley, 1 goal 7 inside forward 50s. They had plenty of opportunities to kick goals. They hit a post a couple of times. So I think both coaches will be thinking, well, we just got to tidy a couple of little things up. The crucial thing for Aspley, it looks like they've lost a couple of players that may not be back. It looks like an injury to Jesse Doherty, who with a potential shoulder injury, and we haven't seen any more of Jeremy Lay, who went off with an ankle injury. So I'm not sure if they can get him up. So their rotations will be right down in the second half. So they'll need to dig deep, but certainly getting them plenty of drive from their midfield today anyway.
And Dads hasn't come back from that, what looks like to be a bit of a concussion issue earlier in the game either. So Morningside might be down one as well on the bench. So the rotations will be tested in this second half. Few key players. I've liked the way Tommy Horn's going about. He's been a bit more behind the footy today. Jack Rolls, as usual, had a fair bit of the footy. Hasn't been as dangerous with his finishing, but that half back line for Aspley has been sort of intercepting, unfortunately for the home side, fairly easily through the likes of Dawson, Arnold as well. Bank Smith had a pretty good first half. Cody Stackelberg with a couple of goals. Will Wolbers, interesting contest between himself and Hodge in the ruck, two prime ruckmen of the competition. So interesting second half coming up.
He's a big man, Will Bowles. Have a look at the size of him. He gets the ball onto his boot. He's had a lot of kicks already today. I haven't got the stats in front of me, but he looks to kick the footy. So I think the Morningside midfielders in and around, they've got to be watching that a little bit closely so they can try and wrap him up. But probably too big and strong at the moment.
Well, he's the clearance king for Aspley for season 2025 so far. As play continues, Hodge, speaking of big men with clearance, hacks the ball towards full forward. Good attempt at a mark there. Play on, said the umpire. Ball still rolling around. McLeod pushes to the goal square. He's had a few opportunities, young Shaquille McLeod.
Yeah, certainly been lively up there today.
Arguably probably the prime mover as far as forwards are concerned. Connor Stackelberg bobbed up with a goal late in the second quarter. Here's a chance for Hearn. Blind turn. Gets on the left foot. Here's McLeod now. Good kick back in board. Who's there for the Panthers? Good juggling mark by Henderson on the last line.
Yeah, the wingman pushing down to fill up the space in defence. Takes a nice strong mark.
Horn manning the mark as well. No, that's not Horn, sorry. Oh, here's a good contact. Lovig and Bank Smith have been going at it all afternoon.
Both teammates in the state game earlier in the year, but working hard. Bank Smith, as I said, played mainly on the up forward today, hasn't he?
Half forward. Haven't seen him too much in the midfield. The 2023 Grogan medalist.
With their rotations down, he may get a bit more time this quarter.
He was a VFL listed player with Southport. Has sort of hasn't had too many opportunities, unfortunately, this season for the Sharks. Play continues now. Harker trying to track the ball. This is Rolls. That's not a bad kick. Oh, good mark.
Well, look at Tommy Griffiths. We spoke earlier about being good below your feet. He wins the ball. He gives it to the Rolls Royce, which in Jack Rolls, and he just squares the ball up to Darcy Cameron Reeves. Will have a shot on goal. Good play, Panthers.
Cameron Reeves rolls again. He's dominant midfielder for Redland Victoria Point. Couple of grand finals the last couple of years. He's moved back to Morningside. Cameron Reeves pushes to the right-hand side. So they move to 4-4-28. Aspley still leading 6-8-44. 2 minutes played third quarter, as a young man in Fox kicks out from full back. He's been okay, Fox, this afternoon. Hasn't made too many mistakes. They kick back and board the 45 to Tarlington. Hasn't had a ton of the ball, but that's okay. A bit of a kick off one step's not going to work. Griffiths claim the mark. Ends up back with Griffiths. He's going to go to the goal square. Not a lot of players at home. Keegan Downey can't impact that contest. And Saunders intercepts to Crawley. Crawley back pocket finds Harker. He's a solid unit, Harker. Midfield maestro the last couple of seasons. That kick again, great lace out to Stackelberg. Stackelberg launches. Look at that for a kick. 2-on-1. Who's there for the Hornets? Bank Smith is down there. Gets on the right foot, snap, push to the front. And that ball is punched clear over the line. Minor score. I'm into 6-9-45. Still leading the home side 4-4-28. As they look to attack now, the Panthers. That little kick out wide, looking for Hobley. Just not quite there at the moment.
Well, Rose drives his legs out of takes on 2-on-1. They get the overlap they're looking for, but just didn't quite hit his target.
He could run out of cement, Jack Rolls. Yeah, trying cement. Very powerful below the waist. The ball gets thrown back in. Hodge playing the front roll. Wolbers, handballs off. Good effort by the big man. Looking for Bank Smith again. Ludwig pushed him underneath the footy. Just locks the ball down.
Ludwig prepared to play back shoulder to Bank Smith. He's so explosive.
He's so smart with the ball in hand, isn't he, Bank Smith? I mean, no wonder he won the Grogan medal. That prime midfield mover. As play continues now. This is Horn.
Been outstanding, Horn.
To McLeod. Great pick-up. They've got a bit of room to move here. Looking for Downey. Pushed the kick out a little bit too wide, unfortunately.
Griffiths getting his hands on the ball. A couple of kicks there. I think he'd want to be just that little bit
He'd
better.
definitely want back. Keegan Downey, a bit of a hit-and-miss day this afternoon. Pushes his way back inside attacking 50. So it's an interesting battle down there this afternoon. McLeod moves up to the middle of the ground, lays a pretty solid tackle. He might end up with it here. Oh, coming out of the pack beautifully. Gets on the left, pushes to the right. Dawson makes sure of it, pushes it over the line. On that occasion, that was McNaughton. Just sprinting out of that stoppage.
The Panthers peppering the goals, but not being able to nail the one that they're after, just to get them a bit up and about.
17 scoring shots, 15 scoring shots to 9 this afternoon. So Aspley could have blown them off the park at this stage. Batchelor missed the handball. Here's a chance. This is Hobley now. Kick to half forward, looking for Waters. Waters runs back onto it. Keegan Downey tracking Aspley defenders. Oh, 4-on-1 there. Great effort by the young man in McQueen. Unfortunately, it's going to be holding the ball against Cole. Batchelor. The don't argue against Patoli Simmons. Hacks it on the right. That's a good intercept. Here they go, the Panthers. What can they do? Oh, Waters out the back all on his own.
It's a lovely kick by Greenaway in the middle of the ground. We saw it earlier with the kick by Templeton. Well, he just does exactly the same thing. A beautiful quick inside 50. Waters out the back all by himself will get a shot on goal.
He's had 19 intercept marks Greenaway this season. And you're right, Waters really needs to just go back, take a breath, and kick the goal.
See, he's got his shoulder strapped from that knock earlier in the day we saw, Kane.
We were worried he might have... we've had at least one dislocated shoulder this afternoon. We were really worried Waters had the same issue. Come back okay. Right foot kick. First goal of the third quarter going to the Panthers. That's his second.
That's his 26th for the season.
Leading goal kicker for Morningside this season.
Yeah, well, great work. And look, I've been watching Greenaway closely today. He's obviously a really good ball user. Just a couple of times he's overcooked it a couple of times, hasn't he? He just hasn't hit it quite right, but that was a beautiful kick, beautifully weighted. and a nice mark and goal to the Panthers. So they close the gap, 10-point ball game, Kane.
Well, Matty Waters also, he's number one for contested marks, number one for forward 50 marks, and number one for goals for the reigning premier this season. So he's been playing pretty well in that forward line. Keegan Downey, what are you doing in the ruck against Walbers? That's a pretty big ask. Free kick's going to go to the Panthers, though.
It'll be Bertoli Simmons out of the centre.
Bertoli Simmons. Griffiths screaming for the ball out here right in front of us. Hacks the ball up. McLeod overrun it. Waters and Hodge trying to desperately get to the contest.
Is this one of the best intercept markers we've seen in the game up here?
Oh,
he's unbelievable.
If it's not, it's pretty close, Jack. You're right.
I don't think I've seen much better.
Took about 45 marks in 2 grand finals when they went back to back. Kick towards half forward now. The good little push off was Stackelberg. Tracking the ball well there was Greenaway once more. Teammate out a little bit wider. Looks like it's Winton out there. Gets pushed over the boundary line. But in the space of 2 kicks, they were already at half forward, Aspley, so got to be a little bit careful here.
Just waiting for the rucks to get there. Just throw the ball in.
Well, we know Hodges and the primary ruck at the moment. He's at centre half forward all on his own for the Panthers.
This is where danger signs. This is where the Aspley ruckman could dominate.
Walbers. Not quite sure what was going on there as far as Morningside was concerned. Downey didn't even get to the drop of the ball there.
Well, Downey's a good field kick, so when the ball hits the deck, he likes a contest.
Downey actually won the tap out on that occasion. Good effort. Good tackle laid. Players on top of it. Somehow Morningside hacked it out. Crawley overran the footy. Dropped a pretty easy mark in the end. Gets back on it well. Ball locked up.
That was Rolls getting that clearance.
Surprise, surprise. Jack Rolls.
Looks like Winton's moved up forward.
150-odd contested possessions this season so far. He's got 84 clearances as well, Jack. So, like you said earlier, the Rolls Royce. That ball gets hacked towards true centre forward for the Hornets. That little handball's okay. Here come Griffiths again. That's a better kick back in board. Found McNaughton. McNaughton, broadcast side. Waters again. Waters, that is not the best of kicks. Dawson impacted the contest. McLeod gets instantly claimed. So a little bit of finishing has been lacking. We've been talking about it off air a little bit at halftime, Jack.
Hobley back onto the ground. Off comes Tommy Horn.
Oh, look at Jack Rolls again. Oh, instantly gets crunched by Arnold.
Just sweating on him there, made the big tackle.
Didn't fall the dummy. Didn't fall for the step. Arnold looks to switch to Dawson. McNaughton couldn't shut that down. Dawson again. That's a brilliant kick. Unfortunately, Templeton dropped the mark. Ball gets held up again. 5-5-35. 10 points the margin here at Jack Aspley Oval. Aspley 6-9-45. Tick over 11 minutes played. Premiership quarter. There's Downey again.
Oh, he just crashes straight into the back of Hayden. Hayden will get the free kick.
A little bit of clumsy on that occasion.
It takes a bit of practice to get the art of ruck.
Oh,
work.
well, you got to get to the ruck contest first. So he's having a little bit of trouble the last couple of times. Oh great. Oh, geez. We'll get back to that one as a free kick's been found.
Yeah, it looks like that'll be James Webb, Kane.
James Webb, thank you very much. Ball got hacked off the ground. I thought someone got their head taken off and kick off the ground there. Oh, that's a good contested mark on the last line by Greenaway again. He's been pretty solid in this third quarter as he kicks out wide. This is Cameron Reeves. Cameron Reeves again looking for Rolls.
He had 3 to beat then Rolls. It had to be picture perfect, and he nailed it. Took a nice strong mark. Been good Rolls.
Back to his junior club. As he runs around. That's half smothered by Harker. Stayed with the contest. He's going to end up back with it now. Handball over the top. That's to McDonald. McDonald out wide to Stackelberg. Stackelberg kicks to the pocket, looking for the brother in Connor. Connor gets back onto it. Look, it's brother to brother here. Cody Stackelberg can't keep it in. Ball pushed over the line. Boundary throw in. Left half forward for the Hornets.
That's good pressure by the Panthers. They just can't get that nice, clean kick inside forward 50. Under pressure. They'll be able to shut it down and ball will be thrown back into play.
Well, it's still 10 points the margin, Jack, so...
It's been an arm wrestle game, hasn't it, Kane?
Game's still on for anyone here this afternoon. Bit of pushing in that contest by Holson. Waters. Oh, good mark against Crawley. Got told to play on for some reason. Here's a chance for McNaughton. McNaughton, now they've got a little bit of room to move through Hobley. Hobley finds a teammate out a bit wider. Kick to half forward. Not quite sure what they were planning there. Cole, unfortunately, not the best of kicks. Straight into the waiting arms of, surprise, surprise, Liam Dawson.
Well, they had the overlap, the Panthers, but Cole just couldn't nail his kick. And his kick to the most dangerous defender. Mind you, he's not the first one and he won't be the last.
No, you're definitely right. He's been a pleasure to call for a number of seasons now. Good contest there. Hobley worked extremely hard to bring that ball to ground, but still with Hornets through Stackelberg. Now here's an interesting contest. Who's going to win this one? Lovig with the body work. Banksmith tracking, couldn't lay the tackle, and the ball ends up in the hands of Griffiths as a half-back.
Yeah, great work, Lovig there. The state defender was able to shut him down and win possession.
McNaughton to the midfield. That's a better kick. Tommy Horn kicks the half forward, looking for Downey, finds him.
He's got Hodge if he wants him in the goal square. He'll have to move it.
Hodge to the goal square. This is Batoli Simmons now. Bit of room to move. Kick towards goal. It's home.
It's hard to keep a good player down.
Hobley, well done.
Hobley kicks his first goal, and it was good work there. They squared the ball up. They didn't blaze away. They had Hodge in the goal square if they wanted him, but Keegan Downey squared the ball up. He found Turley Simmons, and he caught a quick handball on the Tristan Hodley, and a class player doesn't need much time and space. He drives one from about 45 metres out and puts the Panthers 6 on the board. We've got a 4-point game. Kane Browning.
Well, they just didn't panic, did they, Jack, on that occasion? I mean, they could have just launched a massive kick towards the likes of Hodge, who was screaming down to the goal square, but they just kept their nerve, made the right decision, and, the mixture of, like you said, Jack, the likes of Downey, and in the end it was
I think
Hobley.
Yeah, Coach Egan will be saying, just do not blaze away, the slower your eyes, find someone in the best position, and it's a good goal.
It's harder to defend when you... It's hard to defend for the likes of Liam Dawson when all of a sudden they've got to be accountable. Keep the ball moving, shift direction. Don't just blaze away, because Liam Dawson will chew that up every day of the week. Harker trying to clear the ball. Holson to half forward. Ball comes to ground. Who's going to win this battle? Oh, players attacking the contest hard. Still rolling around. Free kick's been found, though. It's going to go to Aspley, I think.
Yeah, it was good defensive pressure by Cam McQueen, but good work by the Aspley. They just keep at it.
Chapman with the kick. Not quite sure what was going on there. Push the ball left, out of bounds, left forward pocket. So, like you said, Jack, 4 points of margin. Game on. 16 and a half minutes played, premiership quarter.
They're 2 rotations down. They've got 2 players out.
Round 17, TPIL QAFL action here.
Aspley got Saunders, and they've got Walbers on the bench.
Holston and Downey, that's an interesting battle as far as second rucks are concerned. The ball's not going anywhere. So, but still even numbers behind the footy. Aspley aren't playing the spare, about a kick and a half behind. So they've got to be careful here, the Panthers. Drop the ball there, that's holding the footy. So, free kick. It looks like Batchelor got held up on that occasion. No, it was Stackelberg. Batoli Simmons.
Green away.
So, it's probably 5 or 6 touches in this third quarter.
Well, he's lifted since the midway mark of the second term, hasn't he, Kane?
Yeah, no, you're definitely right there, Jack, as Nelson on the last line. He definitely launch the ball if he wants to. That kick definitely hasn't gone to 15, so play on. Kick to that far side wing. Ball comes to the front. First on it is a Hornet. That hack kick looking for Stackelberg. Look out!
Well, he read it beautifully, as he does, and I think that's better by Aspley. If they can bring the ball in quickly, he's at his most dangerous, and he just had the drop zone there, didn't he? He just worked him under the ball, then just pushed his way back, and then took a nice, solid mark.
Well, Downey was desperately trying to get to the contest. Couldn't impact it, unfortunately. And Stackelberg going back with a fly of the ball. Comes in, right foot, easy as you like. There's another one to the Hornets. So they've pushed the lead back out to 10 points, Jack. And at the moment, like you said earlier, Jack, just a real arm wrestle at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. It's well, that's a much-needed goal to Aspley. They've been it's only their second goal since quarter time, and we're at the 18-minute mark of the third term. They've had plenty of shots on goal, but so that's much better reward for their effort.
Well, between the two Stackelberg brothers, they've kicked 4 of the 7 goals between them. And then Hill's bobbed up with 1, Chapman's got 1, and Webb's got 1. So, Matty Waters, a 2-time goal kicker for the home side this afternoon, as Hodge is back in the ruck, gets the clearance as well. Kick to true centre half forward. That's a better mark by Waters again.
He must be one of the most improved forwards in the game. He has a lovely mark by Waters again. He just keeps himself a bit of space to lead into, takes a nice strong mark. He can line up for his third, Kane.
Yeah, in the space, it's probably been in the space of about 6 months, hasn't it? It's really been the off-season.
It's been a great pickup.
Worked extremely hard. And again, he might be tested distance-wise with the way that ball's been holding up down, going to the right of screen. What is now to hit back? Close the margin again. That ball's getting pushed to the left, unfortunately. Slams it into the point post, so that's not going to register a score. 20 minutes played, premiership quarter here. And arguably 2 finals-bound sides battling it out. Dawson going to take the kick in. Plenty of numbers on that right far side. They kick halfway to the corridor. Oh. That's a great one-handed mark by Hayden.
Jordan Hayden.
Kicks it into the man of the mark. That was Horn. Horn couldn't win possession, though. That was McDonald with the kick. Found a teammate. Now they've got a little bit of an overlap going on that far side, but they decide to slow it down.
This is Stackelberg.
Back into the corridor.
Finds McDonald.
McDonald again. Handled the ball twice in 30 seconds. Look at Hayden out here on this broadcast side. It's about a 90-metre kick. You're not going to get it to him. He might still end up with it. He's just roaming inside attacking 50. That's not the best of kicks. Back in board. Harker with the tackle.
Yeah, strong tackle on McQueen.
Oh, jeez. That breeze is still picking up again as Griffith underneath us here is getting some late instructions as he looks to come back on the ground. Harker again for dispossessed. That was Cody Stackelberg, actually. So, plenty of stoppages at the moment. The arm wrestle continues. Hodge won the tap out there. Holson, undersized. Harker trying to track that down. McLeod missed the mark. Ball gets over the back, rolls over, boundary throw in.
Wasson gets the clearance and kicks it forward. So, looks like we've got Downey, one out in the squares. The number's starting to come back if it goes inside Morningside's forward 50.
Tommy Horn's there as well. Got McNaughton down there. McNaughton on Henderson. Holson with the tap out. Straight to a teammate. Well done, Aspley. Kick to centre forward. Walbers. Couldn't take the mark. Could have been held. Play on, says the umpire. Ball still rolling around. That hairball really was to no one. He was looking for Bennett. Ball still rolling. Who's there for Morningside? That's McQueen down there. Still rolling towards the boundary line. Play gets shoved over the boundary line.
Yeah, good forward pressure there by Webb for the Hornets. He's got to turn the speed on him. Closed in pretty quickly. And a good clearance there by Tommy Templeton, who's also getting his hands on the footy.
10 points the margin between these two currently. Crawley and Griffiths have been an interesting matchup as well. Ball gets thrown back in. Hodge, Walbers. Walbers gave a little shove. That's Rolls again. Crawley playing the front spot in front of Griffiths. Great work by Crawley. Hacks towards probably 30 out. Rolls overran it. Good tackle laid. Ends up in the hands of Walbers. Walbers to the goal square. Where's Stackelberg? Nelson. It's home. Walbers with a goal.
Well, we spoke about it earlier, Kane, that Walbers likes to kick the footy. He's not a ruckman that just looks to handball, and if Morningside just sit off him and allow him to do that, he just thumps the ball forward to the danger spot and goes over the top and through for a goal, and the old ruckman kicks himself a good goal.
Well, Connor Stackelberg, his body work was brilliant on Nelson. Just forced him sort of boundary side, didn't allow him to come back and impact where the drop of the ball was going to be. And Walbers, well, how do you win the ruck contest? You bob up with one or two yourself as well.
And they're resting him down forward, so they're stretching the defence. And, he's a big, strong, you spoke about it earlier in the call, Kane. He's a good clearance player, and that was just another good clearance and ends up in a goal. Good work, Will Walbers.
So pretty dangerous forward line, isn't it? When you got Banks Smith down there, Stackelberg, Walbers. You'd love to have Nicholas Dodge down there this afternoon. He's missing from the Aspley lineup. As Rolls again looking to clear the ball. Harker with the tackle. How do you look at that matchup, Jack? Who's been winning that battle this afternoon?
Well, between Rolls and Harker?
Yeah.
I think they've both been effective. I mean, he does a lot of the bullocking work, but this is the sort of stuff that
Rolls again.
Rolls does.
Waters, great tackle, locks that ball in.
He's one of the players on the ground that is really effective with his kicks, Rolls. Harker's bullocking work's been outstanding.
Keep an eye on that matchup, ladies and gents. Tommy Horn trying to play ruckman. Jack Rolls around the mark again. Crawley over the footy. Play on. Dawson's there as well. Harker. Little hack kick out. Hasn't gone far enough. Ends up in the hands of Bennett's. Now, this is where you got to play smart footy, ladies and gents. Little kick to half forward. That's okay. Liam Dawson's just seen in the hole. So Cameron Reeves. Keegan Downey making a pretty solid lead. Now there's no one behind him. Look at the players for Aspley behind where this kick is. And guess what? Surprise, surprise. Ends up exactly there. Waters got bumped off the footy by Crawley. Play on. This is Walson again. Went without it. Batchelor. Now, Batchelor gets told to play on. Paid advantage. Nelson trying to get the drop of the footy. Who's down there? Banks Smith just says, get out of my way. Handball off. Here's a chance. Webb kicks to the pocket. Stackelberg again. I reckon he's pushed that too far, or has he?
He kicked it around there.
Yes, he has. He had a bit more time than he thought. Now, good luck trying to be a goal umpire when the ball gets kicked that hard and fast. Trying to work out whether it's gone out on the full or come in for a point.
I think it's out in the full by the looks, yeah.
Yes, it's out on the full.
That was good build-up there by the Hornets. I thought they looked really threatening there. I thought that was going to be a goal.
Well, Webb's been pretty lively down there this afternoon. He's kicked one. He's probably had a couple of opportunities, to be honest. And again, the ball gets intercepted or locked down. Hobley got absolutely crunched in that contest. Not a lot of room to move. Looking for McLeod. Who's going to impact this contest? On that occasion was Saunders. Still gets out the back. McLeod, absolutely brilliant. Horns roaming around the mark. They've got to win possession here, the Panthers, unfortunately. McDonald got the clearance for Aspley. Ball still rolling around. Who's going to win this contest? Banks Smith. Little kick off the ground. Handball's back. Morningside. Not quite sure where to go. Handball to Holson. Not Holson, sorry. That's Walson. Walson is having a waltz with direct opponents this afternoon. Kicked it true centre forward, bit of a hack kick. Ball hits a deck. Horns around the mark again with Templeton. And ball, little chip kicks okay at half back for the Hornets.
The defence is stacking up really well for Aspley. They're under the pump, but they're just maintaining possession, working overtime.
They've built that wall, haven't they?
Jordan Arnold's been outstanding in defence.
Liam Dawson just yelling out the instructions. Put the shepherd on. Good tackle there laid by McLeod. Downey almost cleaned him up. There's the intercept.
Oh.
Not the best of kicks. Good luck marking that, Tommy Horn. Ball comes to the front. Who's there for the Hornets? Good rove there. Kick towards this wing. Stackelberg again leading up the ground. He's got some numbers in front of the footy. 3-on-2. Great contested mark there by Hill again.
Yeah, no, he's a good player. That was good work there by Stackelberg. He pushed right up the ground. He drew Nelson up the ground. He won possession and kicked it. There was 3 Hornets there looking for a mark, and it's been Hill who's been a prominent forward today.
They've been so good. When the ball hits the deck, they're first onward, aren't they? I mean, and it's been probably, in all honesty, probably a 75-25 battle in the area as well that's been won by the visitors.
They keep making the changes. They've only got 2 on the bench, so they're working overtime. The Hornets are looking good.
Hill leans back. He's pushed that to the left as well. Missed opportunity there. So it's back to that. It's still that 17-point margin at the moment, but the home side would think going into three-quarter time, well, we're definitely close enough if we're good enough. Just don't give them an easy out here, the Hornets would be thinking. Walson again. He's been...
The game hasn't really opened up to be free-flowing, has it? It's been contested. It's been...
hard-earned between the arcs this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's been one of their best, Walson down there. Oh. That ball gets intercepted again. Ball hits a deck. They've got to be smart here. Oh, you're gone. Drop the ball, surely. No, says the umpire. Waters out here. First onward. Tried to do the don't argue. Good effort there. Lovig. That kick to no one. Dawson actually overran the footy on that occasion. Harker kicks over the top. This is Cody Stackelberg. Can't get the ball to a teammate quick enough. Nelson takes the mark. So it's three-quarter time here. 30-minute quarter on that occasion. Home side trailing 6-5-41. Aspley 8-10-50.
At TPIL Lawyers, we rise above the pack. When it comes to your total and permanent disability and compensation claims, choose TPIL, the personal injury lawyers. Kicking goals for Queenslanders since 1983. TPIL Lawyers, proud partner of AFL Queensland.
And welcome back, ladies and gents, to round 17 TPIL QAFL action, coming to you live from Jack Aspley Oval. My name's Kane Browning. Morningside trailing the visitors in Aspley by 3/4 time, 6-5-41, trailing the Aspley Hornets, 8-10-58, 17 points of margin. Joining me back in the position is a great man, Jack Barry. And Jack Barry, what do you think Morningside's going to do in this last quarter to get back into this?
Well, Coach Egan will want to lift right around the ground. You have a couple of players he wanted to get their hands on the ball, mainly Hobley, but can the Hornets dig deep? They're playing with 20 men. They've got 2 out, and they'll need to dig deep. They've got a 17-point buffer. Let's see what happens.
Here we go. Walbers and Hodge again. Looks like they've got their prime movers, or at least prime ball users, should I say, in that midfield now with Rolls and Tommy Horn, who's playing majority as a half forward. Hodge tracking this ball. Good tackle laid. Jack Rolls. Here we go. Where's this ball going to go? McNaughton to McLeod. McLeod, Waters trying to get away from Crawley. Goes a little bit further, looking for Downey, and great contested mark there on the last line. Who was that? That was Tarlington. Well done.
Yeah, held front spot. The kick was trying to get the ball over the back there, but he held front spot and got the ball.
Well, Tarlington went to Dawson now. Dawson, another pretty good performance this afternoon. Coming back into the side this week. Crawley and Horn battle it out. Oh, what a mark! Greenaway. What a ridiculous mark. Greenaway, well done. Geez, going to be looking at that replay during the week. Unfortunately, Liam Dawson intercept marks at the other end. Geez, Greenaway. That's arguably mark of the year, Jack Barry. That was an absolutely ridiculous mark, but play continues. They're off and running here through Webb to Stackelberg.
Well, they're just gone from end to end. More importantly, coaching staff from Morningside won't be happy with how easily that happened. A great mark. Again, he's dominated in defence, has Dawson, and they've just gone from end to end.
Oh.
Dawson took a hanger earlier in the year in the Indigenous round, so that would be a hard one to beat as well.
Jeez, there's going to be plenty of opportunities for Mark of the Year come Grogan Medal night. As that ball from Stackelberg coming back, unfortunately, it's been pretty much, the ball's been going left all afternoon down that right-hand end of the ground. As Morningside look to move the ball quickly. That kick, he's missed the target again. Intercepted by Templeton. Templeton now. Little chip kick to Harker, who has got a long kick on him. Probably a little bit too far out. Kicks to the pocket. Looking for Stackelberg again. Drops the mark. Handball over the top. 3-on-1. Horn. Handball over the top. This is Rolls. Look out. You could be in trouble. Back to Horn. That's got to be on the ball. Late call, but yes it is. So good tackle laid there by Chapman. He's kicked one this afternoon. He's about 60 metres out, getting pushed back behind the mark.
Looks like Horn's got a bit of a cramp or calf.
Yeah, he sort of came back gingerly, didn't he? Kick to the pocket.
Oh.
Not the best of kicks, but again, Holson couldn't take the mark, but good position. So it's at the wrong end of the ground for the home side at the moment. A straight 3-goal margin between these two this afternoon. He's been going back and forth for most of the day. 6-5-41 to 8-11-59. Tick under 4 minutes played, final quarter. Ball comes to the front. Horn rolls, looking for McLeod. Right in front of us here as Saunders pushes him over the line.
You think the Panthers will need to kick 5 goals. They've only really kicked 2 goals a quarter. And you think they'll need to kick 5 to win. They're 3 behind now.
Yeah.
And we saw that the Aspley kicked 5 in the first term. Might be in a match-winning first quarter.
No, you're definitely right. A bit slow out of the blocks, Morningside. Aspley was very good. Rolls, overruns the footy. Arnold with the tackle.
Tolly Simmons gets held up there. Big clearance here, Kane.
Keep an eye on your 3-2-1, Jack. We'll be going to you at the end of the game. This is Hobley now, been very quiet by his standards for season 2025. McLeod rolls with the tackle. Harker. Now they're running with the rebound. Crawley looking for the likes of Stackelberg. And who was that screaming over the front of the pack? Well done. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah,
Number 27.
Yeah, Luca Winton.
Luca Winton, well done. Had to mark that footy. Now, they're going back into the corridor looking for Griffiths. Stackelberg impacts the contest well. It's a 3-on-1. Finds Colson in the end. Holson, sorry. And again, every time they've tried to come back through the corridor, they've been lacking that skill level to hit the target, Jack.
Yeah, and they're just sweating on it. They're looking for the ball to coming through there. They're trying to own the corridor. The Hornets are sweating on it. They're coughing the ball up, and then they're finding someone inside forward 50, different options. It hasn't all been Stackelberg today. They've had other options for goal. They just need to kick this goal, and we're looking like they're going to aim for that right-hand post.
Holson. Got to aim right. He starts it right. It comes back. It's there. Well called, Jack Barry. And Holson kicks his first of the afternoon.
He's had a pretty serviceable game, hasn't he? He's been a backup ruckman. He's been a mobile player around the ground when he's had to go. And again, just been able to run into a bit of space there.
He hasn't had a ton of the footy, but again, it's not how many possessions you get. It's what you do with it when you do have it. And he's running, and like you say, Jay, he's running to the right spots. He's getting in good positions, making his direct opponents accountable. You got to come with me, and if you don't, I'm going to bob up a half forward like he did there and kick a well and truly brilliant goal from that distance.
The challenge is set for the Panthers now, the 6.5-minute mark of the final term. Can they lift and come back?
Solid 4 goals. Be very tough ask because that ball's going to get recalled. They've been pretty good, the umpires, this afternoon. Taylor, Everson and David. Play continues. Here we go. Aspley with the clearance. He's been all over the shop. Cody Stackelberg, he's been very good. Little handball over the top. We're going to be remembering that Greenaway mark for a while, but they need to get the next goal. That handball had a little bit too much on it. Great smother by Crawley. That's the 1%ers you're talking about when you're defending. Kick to the pocket. McLeod couldn't get a hand on the ball. Back to McLeod. Get a goal.
Well, good goal there to Shaq McLeod. The pressure was going forward. Greenaway had a couple of touches. A nice kick deep inside forward 50. Put the pressure on the defence of Aspley, and the ball spills free. And he finally gets his first goal after he's had 3 or 4 shots on a goal. He's been very serviceable up there. Hasn't got reward for effort, but he gets his first for the afternoon. Can that lift the Panthers?
Well, I mean, you look at this, and that's the thing, Jack. We've said it a couple of times already. You look at the scoreboard margin. If McLeod even might have kicked those first couple of goals, all of a sudden that margin's a lot closer at the back end of this game. But he has been serviceable. He hasn't taken full advantage of his opportunities, but he's been a pretty good contributor this afternoon. The ball's back in the middle. Hodge and Walber's been a great battle all day. Walber's again with the clearance. Where's that ball going to drop? Oh, ball ends up in the hands of...
Well, great work, Walber's to clear that ball out of the middle, the big fella.
Bit tongue-tied on that occasion.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
Got the ball inside forward 50. They're able to win the footy and kick it across to the dangerous man in Stackelberg, who will line up for his third for the afternoon and answer Morningside straight back.
And that was Holson, too, that got that kick in. Stackelberg. That could be one of the last nails in the coffin. It might be too much of a mountain to climb now for the home side. Connor Stackelberg's got 3.
Just such an important clearance by the big ruckman. He's been great today.
Oh, he's been brilliant, Walbers.
I mean, it's been a good ruck battle. but he's just been able to get his hands on the footy, and as I said, he's kicked it, and you know he's going to kick. He's not a handballer these days. He's more of a kicker, and good luck to him. Averages his 16 possessions. I'm pretty sure he would have had that today.
Yeah, and kicked his solid goal as well in a pretty important stage of the game. As Rolls comes back on the ground to start the dance again with Cohen Harker. That's been a brilliant battle this afternoon. And Cody Stackelberg on Hobley. He's definitely won that battle this afternoon as Cody Stackelberg. As Rolls. Handball out wide to Griffiths. Back and board. That's a better kick. Here's a chance now for Hobley. Can he kick goal number 2? Kick towards full forward. It's there! Well, just talking about him, Jack, and he bobs up with another goal.
Well, great centre clearance by Morningside, and Hobley again kicks his second goal on the run today. And again, the game's opening up now.
Ooh, is it what?
We spoke about the Hornets having 2 rotations down with no lay with an ankle injury, and Doherty losing him in the second term with that shoulder.
That really bad-looking shoulder.
But there's plenty of experience around here for the Hornets. They've been able to steady all day long. Can the Panthers get back-to-back goals?
Jeez. I mean, again, you still look at it. I mean, what was it? It's back to that 3-goal margin, isn't it? So, geez, if they can get the next one quickly from this clearance, and surprise, surprise, Walbers, bottom of the pack. Ball gets called back for a ball up. Walbers and Downey. Walbers just says, Downey, get out of the way. Harker got the handball out. Kick to full forward. Who's there? Nelson. Oh, didn't get paid the mark. Stackelberg off the ground. That's missed everything. So, geez. They're at the wrong end of the ground here, Morningside. Wilson's going to kick back in. He's been one of the better players for Morningside this afternoon. As Bennett comes back on the ground for the Panthers.
This is Nylan Rowe.
Nylan Rowe, thank you very much.
Oh,
again, not the best of kicks. Got the handball away. Jack Rolls lays a solid tackle. Umpire saying he actually lifted the shoulder up there, so he couldn't pay a high tackle. Bit of push and shove here at the bottom of the pack. Play on, says the umpire. Oh, Connor Stackelberg came away from about 30 metres away and impacted the contest. So keep an eye on that, Jack. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Cameron Reeves. Crawley lays a solid tackle on Bennett. Holding the ball, says the umpire.
He's been good today, Crawley, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, definitely one of the better defenders for Aspley this afternoon. Surprise, surprise, as players still having words with each other behind the play here. Walbers probably won't impact this contest. Good mark taken by Greenaway. Didn't get as high as the last time he took a mark. Greenaway gets on the left, decides to take a bounce, steps back off the right. Gets on the left foot, kicks the pocket, looking for McLeod. Oh, drops the mark. Ball still rolling around, lays a solid tackle. Ball locked in, left forward pocket.
Still plenty of time, Kane.
13 minutes played.
If they're good enough.
18 points the margin. Hodge out of the ruck. Ludwig's moved forward. Can he win possession of the... No. Tackle laid by, that was McNaughton again down there. He's been a bit of a defensive forward, laying some solid tackles. Hodge and Walbers again. Hodge, bit of an air swing. Ludwig missed it. Left foot snap. Just missing. I think it was Griffiths on that occasion. So, peppering away here. Can they lock the ball in? Because the last thing you want if you're a Morningside player is just letting this ball come out too easily and ends up down at the other end. Plenty of numbers around there. Stackelberg trying to impact the contest. Couldn't take the mark. Nelson went with him as well. Got the handball out. Stackelberg, good smother there. Here's Batoli Simmons. Depps, weave, dodges. Here's the man of the moment again. Hobley kicks towards goal, just across the face. Ball rolling, right forward pocket. First on to win of the Panthers. Not a bad kick, actually. No way. Oh.
Brilliant play there by Batoli Simmons. Does a beautiful blind man's turn out of the middle of the pack. Gets it inside Morningside's forward 50, but they couldn't capitalise.
That was Downey who missed that opportunity.
Yeah.
So the margin's been closed a little bit more. Just under 3 goals. They've got to start moving here. We've played a tick under 15 minutes. Still a bit of time to go in this last quarter. Harker, Stackelberg impact the contest. No one could take the mark. Rolls over, ran it. Little check side kick towards the boundary line. No one really at home. That could be deliberate.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh, they love the theatre. Here we go.
As the ball gets moved quickly. Hobley, we said a 3-quarter time. Unfortunately, he's turned the ball over. Cody Stackelberg. McDonald overran it. Players come together. Another stoppage. So, looks like Stackelberg's actually pushed up to this stoppage. Nelson's all on his own at true centre-half back. So they've got the extra number, Aspley, but looks like Morningside might make the clearance. Rolls gets tackled. Can't get a kick away.
They've just been at them all day long, haven't they, Aspley? They've full credit to, as I said, they've been 2 players down and they just worked hard all day long.
Downey, speaking of at it, rolls again. Oh, good tackle late. Player might be sore. Keep an eye on that, Jack.
I reckon that's Waters again.
As the ball gets pushed towards here through Hayden. Hayden to Webb. He's been pretty good this afternoon, Webb. Not the distance. Good smother there over the boundary line. McQueen.
He's just a hard-working tradesman, McQueen. He just does his job with little fanfare week in, week out. Waters is the one who hurt his shoulder. He's up and about again, but he's struggling up forward.
Geez, he's going to have 10 tons of ice on his body by the end of this game, Jack. He's been belted pillar to post this afternoon as Walbers with the tap out. Here's the man of the moment, Batoli Simmons. Kicks to centre forward. Speaking of which, it's been a great battle between these two this afternoon. Was and Crawley. Crawley kicks off the ground. Griffiths trying to shut the distance down. Crawley again. Overran the footy. Griffiths, Crawley, Waters. Batoli Simmons is around the mark as well. Good tackle laid. That ball's not going anywhere.
Yeah, great work, Crawley. He's been, as I said, he's been pretty good today. He's been outstanding. And again, he's just playing really hard in this last term.
Keegan Downey pushing it back to full forward. So, time ticks away here. 17.5 minutes played. Basically averaging about 30-odd minutes a quarter. So still plenty of time here if they're good enough to the home side. That kick really didn't go anywhere. Lovig still has been pushed forward. Don't let the ball get over the back, Morningside. Got to lock the ball up here. Nelson impacts the contest again. He's been brilliant. As, plenty of players are going to be sore and sorry this afternoon.
Well, Aspley just happy to make it a contest after contest. There's a player really struggling there for the Hornets.
There's, space just cleared there. Banks Smith impacts the contest well. Guess who it is? That's Holson. Rolls the ball towards goal. Minor score.
Again, just held his spot there, front and centre. The ball spilled free.
And they're trying to move the ball play on at every opportunity here, Morningside. Batoli Simmons looking for McLeod. Great effort there by Aspley. That was Raymond Hill.
They just got to be better with their foot skills. They're just giving them an opportunity. Morningside, if they don't hit their targets, Banks Smith comes off for a rest.
When the ball is the deck, and you're right, like Connor Stackelberg is up at this contest again. He's well and truly up the ground.
Well,
and Batchelor's playing one out in the goal square.
Well, it's good work there by the coaching staff.
Stackelberg gets claimed by Bennett. You got to be gone. Jack rolls. And again, bit of push and shove between Bennett's. Hodges there as well with, surprise, surprise, brother to brother, arm in arm.
Well, it's a bit of old school coaching. They're rotating players on the field. They're rotating them up forward and up back, trying to keep their players fresh on the ball.
Bennett to Wilson. They can't afford to go too far backwards here, Morningside. 2-on-1 here. Good half shepherd there by Hodge. Gave Batoli Simmons a chance to take a mark. Kick back and board to Rolls. Got to move the ball quickly here, Morningside. That's a dangerous kick, but it might come off to Hobley. Hobley to the pocket. Dropped the mark. He definitely should have taken there was Waters. Play on Aspley. Kick up the ground to Batchelor. Stackelberg now moves back inside attacking 50. Bennett follows him. Still a bit of push and shove. Stackelberg pleading for the umpire to give a holding free kick.
Whoa.
Colson, that's got to be pushing the back. No. Play on, says the umpire. Colson gets tackled.
Yeah, crucial drop mark there by Keegan Downey inside forward 50, unfortunately. And then,
Oh, it was Keegan Downey.
yeah, and then they've been able to rebound so quickly.
Hodge by himself in the ruck for the first time today. Handball was looking for Griffiths. Ends up with the hands of Jack Rolls again. Looking for Downey once more. Good contest there. Punched over the line. Jeez, it's been a pretty exciting last quarter, Jack.
Yes. The game's opened up a lot more, hasn't it?
Game definitely has opened up a lot more in this last quarter. As the sun starts to set, the clouds are starting to move in a little bit.
Hobley's responded to his coach's talk at three-quarter time. He's lifted in this term.
He's had a good last quarter. Very quiet for most of the game, but his last quarter effort has been pretty solid. Here they go again. Jack Rolls is just about best on ground for Morningside this afternoon. Waters impacts the contest. Griffiths down there, moved to half forward. Right foot check side to the goal square. But again, this man's been pretty good this afternoon, Tarlington.
He has, yep, and they're out again.
They're out again. As Templeton was moving to space.
Such a hard worker, Templeton. Just works hard to space.
Step off the right. Finds Cody Stackelberg. Really kicks to space. He's been huge this afternoon, Jack Rolls.
Yeah.
Can't applaud him enough. But unfortunately, again, missed with the kick to half forward.
Well, they just got to keep pushing their numbers back there, so you've just got to be pinpoint accuracy, pretty tough.
Arnold intercepted on that occasion. That was Henderson with the kick. Found a teammate on that far side wing. Back to Crawley in the middle of the ground. Still really on the wing position on that far side. Kick. That's okay. They're just trying to hang on the footy now. Kill some seconds. Tommy Hall man in the mark. Gets called to play on now. Kick inside attacking 50. Intercepted again by Greenaway. You'll be remembering that mark, Jack, for a long, long time. Lovig right in the middle of the ground.
Been solid, Ludwig again.
Gets held up. Little chip kick works as well. To Hobley. Hobley decides to go long. Who's down there for the home side? No one really. Ball rolling around. Liam Dawson couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance for Batoli Simmons.
Nice front and centre there. They made a contest in the forward line again. Hobley gets his hands on the footy, gets it inside forward 50, and then Batoli Simmons just right in the right place, right time, and kicks a class goal.
McLeod was the one again, just impacting the contest.
Yep.
Don't allowing Liam Dawson to take an easy mark there. So, again, that margin's been closed to 11 points. 23 and a half minutes played, Jack. Geez, game definitely on now. 9-7-61, Morningside. Aspley, 10-12-72. Jeez.
Look for Wolbers here. He's been the dominant ruckman, and we've got to make sure, for Morningside's sake, that that Hodge can make it a good contest.
Jack Rolls. Look for him to get the clearance from Morningside. Ends up with it now. Gets on the right. Harker shuts him down, though. Great tackle. Hobley tracking the ball well behind the contest. Kicks towards half forward. Tommy Horn trying to track this ball down. Liam Dawson first onto it. Just pushes past Horn. Takes a bounce. Gets on the right. Not the best of kicks, but still had time. Found a target. Batchelor dropped the handball. He's in trouble. Here's a chance for Morningside. Rolls with the handball. That kick's a little bit smarter to Greenaway. Right into the corridor. That could be 50. No, says the umpire. Greenaway again. Gets on the left. Kicks really to no one. Didn't give anyone really a chance to attack there. Shaquille McLeod couldn't lay the tackle.
I think Darcy Cameron has done an ankle or a calf or something. He can't run.
Oh, keep an eye on that. Hodge impacted the contest. Here's a chance for Horn. Horn, one out on the goal square. 2-on-1, actually. Here's a chance for McLeod. McLeod!
Can you believe it?
Kicks his second. They have come from nowhere here, the Panthers.
Well, Darcy Cameron Reeve coming off. I saw when Liam Dawson was attacking the ball in the background, he just pulled up really sore and he couldn't go with him.
Yep, that's right.
He cleared the ball right away. But again, Shaquille, the Shaq. Yeah. Shaquille McLeod.
Absolutely shack attacked this afternoon in the second half. He's kicked a couple of goals.
As you said, Kane is a good call early. He's brought the ball to ground. He's been the most effective forward. He's played plenty of contests. As I said, he could end up with 4 or 5 today.
All of a sudden, he's impacting the scoreboard, and he's even more dangerous, Jack.
Yep, that's exactly right. 5-point ball game.
Game well and truly on. Hobley gets pushed in the back. No, says the umpire. So clearance all important here. Still got some time. Tick over 26 minutes. Walbers. Hang on. Late call for a Shepherd. So free kick is going to go to Hodge.
Well, we'll look for Dawson in defence. It's got to be a good kick.
Hodge launches the ball. Bring the ball to ground. That's exactly what they do. McLeod's around the mark again. Impacting the contest hard is Horn. McLeod. Batoli Simmons gets absolutely crunched. Ball gets locked up. About 45 out from the Morningside goal.
Getting very dark. The lights are on, Kane.
10-7-67 to 10-12-72. Free kick found. And it's going to Aspley.
Looks like a free kick there to Henderson.
Well, you talk about the crowd getting suddenly involved in the game. The last 5 or so minutes, they went from super quiet to very, very loud. Henderson.
Serviceable today again, Henderson.
With the free kick. Keep an eye on this. Plenty up for grabs here this afternoon. Players come together. That's going to be paid a mark.
Yeah, it's Hill.
Hill again. One of the best for Aspley this afternoon. Oh, that's a shocking kick.
Good turnover.
Good intercepted by McQueen. McQueen back in the middle of the ground to Horn. Holson manning the mark.
Aspley doing a good job holding it up.
You can't go backwards here, Morningside. Got to keep going forward.
Oh, Dawson.
Really a kick to no one. And Dawson in front of Lovick. Had a good 5 metres in front of him. Read the ball well.
Panthers need to respond quickly and mark them up.
Here's a chance. Henderson again. They're trying to maintain possession here. The worst thing about that is the longer you try and hold on to it, the more likely you are to make a mistake. Arnold in the back pocket. He might end up back with it here. Yes, he will. Got a man up. Liam Dawson on this broadcast side.
Can't be long to go, Kane.
28 and a bit, 20, almost 28 and a half minutes played. Great mark there by Aspley.
Yeah, that's Jordan Arnold, the skipper.
That is Jordan Arnold. Time ticks away. Morningside got to find a way to get the ball back. Arnold now. Long kick. Tommy Horn couldn't get to the contest. Ball comes to the front through Holson. Kick towards the boundary line. That's got to be out on the full. Yes, it is.
Could be the last roll of the dice, Kane.
So here's a chance for Morningside.
They're trying to own that corridor today.
They've got to go. Kicks the ball backwards through Nelson. Batoli Simmons. McNaughton playing the ball on this broadcast side. Got to take the mark, and does.
It's his next kick, Kane. It's his next kick.
Crawley man the mark. Oh, she's dangerous inboard. Wilson decides to play on. Gets on the left.
Dawson.
Got to bring this ball to ground. Dawson!
Jeez, he just stands up time after time.
Had to bring the ball to ground on that occasion. Just couldn't do it.
Oh.
Dawson
Oh,
kicks to space. Actually ends up hitting the target in Crawley.
it's a lovely kick. He's a champion, Dawson.
Crawley kicks the ball long right in front of us here. Who can take a mark? That's Holson again.
Great game by Holson today.
Be interesting to see your 3-2-1, Jack. Holson gets told to play on. Gets on the left. Kicks to the pocket. This is Hill again. Oh, great mark by Nelson. Now they've got to go. 60-metre kick. Look at that for a pass. Got to go. Waters screaming for it. Got to go to him. Does now.
Where's the shack?
Who's there? You got Downey. Waters got tackled. McLeod.
Here he is.
Oh, steps back in. Board. Gets on the right. Kick towards goal. No one at home for the Panthers.
That was the shot they needed. They'll just try and soak up the time now, the Hornets.
Jeez.
They all need to grab a man.
They've got to risk it to win it here. Morningside.
Oh, they got to lose players.
They've been pushed up the ground quite a bit. Got to still man up. Look on this far side. There's the siren.
That's a great win to Aspley. Well done.
Can you believe it, ladies and gents? Morningside, reigning premiers. Down, and almost out at three-quarter time. Came back with a bit of a flurry. Unfortunately, that margin just too big to claw back in the end. Aspley holds on to a 5-point win. Morningside, 10-7-67. Aspley. Winners today, 10-12-72. And Jack, go through some goal kickers and some best players for me, please.
Well, our goal kickers for Aspley, we had 3 to Connor Stackelberg, the champion full forward, 2 to Cody Stackelberg, kicking those both in the first term, and then 1 each to Jake Howson, James Webb, Ray Hill, Will Walbers, and Josh Chapman. And for the Panthers, it was 2 to Tristan Hobley, Matt Waters, and Shaq McLeod, and we call him Shaq O'Neill. And then 1 each to Hayden Bartoli Simmons, won the last quarter there, Tommy Griffiths, Tommy Horn, Keegan Downey. My best players today, I'm going to give 3 to Liam Dawson. I thought he was outstanding today. He stood up right throughout the whole game, started forward, and then finished really strong in defence as he did. And I'm going to give 2 votes to Jack Rolls. I thought he was fantastic. And Will Walbers, I thought he was really good in the ruck today, as gallant as his counterpart Hodge was. But I thought he just influential with a couple of big tap-outs that ended up in goals. He kicked the goal himself and a couple of big clearances that also ended up in goals. What about yourself, Kane?
No, I'd probably be pretty close to that. I reckon I'd agree with you on the 3-2-1 there, Jack. Well, we've run out of time here, ladies and gents. From Jack Esplin Oval, it was Aspley in the end. Thank you very much, Jack, for your contribution this afternoon.
Good on you, Kane.
Thank you for watching, ladies and gents. Hope you can join us next week for more QAFL football. It's Aspley in the end by 5 points. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now.